Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we have Jannik Sinner taking on Gael Monfils, and I am super excited to be commentating this one. It is two of my favorite players. I really enjoy both of these guys. Both very different style of player as well, but very excited to see this matchup. So we already got some people chatting away in chat. That's what I love to see. Like and sub, that's it. So if you are enjoying it. I dig both these dudes. Me too. Be cool if the old showman Lamont kept it going in Canada. If he does, then Sinner is never ever going to win a Masters tournament in his life. But that would be insane. If Sinner, you know what I mean. Like Sinner, it feels like Canada has just opened itself up for Sinner. But look, Monfils has never won a Masters tournament in his whole career, which is insane. He's gone to 3 Masters finals. He had a really close final in Paris one year. Third set tiebreaker, maybe against Djokovic. It was against somebody. Maybe it wasn't against Djokovic because I know Djokovic has such a lopsided head-to-head against Monfils, but it was against somebody. Went to a third set tiebreaker. Monfils has been close in Masters in the past. We don't know how many more Masters quarterfinals, semifinals he's going to get to. He's found a better level now, so he might do some better performances for the next little bit, but we don't know if we're going to see him in a Masters quarterfinals a lot of times in the future. So got to appreciate this. And yeah, LA. Okay, Ghost. Know where you're rooting for. I'm going to be hyped either way, but I'm just going to say Jannik's draw has really opened up, and it is about time for him to do something. But I would be ecstatic for Gael too. I mean, don't get me wrong. I would be absolutely ecstatic for Gael, especially if he can convert a win like this into the whole tournament. So I'll be happy either way, I guess. I'll say that. I'll be happy for either player. I'll say that for sure. All right, here we go. 0-0, we're starting up. Okay, let me go up. Here we go. First point underway. Jannik Sinner to serve. Here we go, guys. Linked it up for the chat anyway. I appreciate it. I'm at Twitter. No problem, Matt. No problem. Bush, hey, what's up? Jannik Sinner taking on Gael Monfils. Where you want to be. You found the right place. Peaches, okay, stream not on yet. Going to walk the dog. That's cool too. Forget the stream. Walk the dog. We're at 0-0. There's a bit of a delay. The guy in the crowd is doing something. All right, here we go. First point underway. Sinner versus Monfils. Serve out wide, Sinner forehand into the backhand of Monfils, forehand from Sinner, into the backhand of Monfils, backhand from Sinner, into the forehand of Monfils. That's a massive forehand. Statement forehand from Lamont to start us off here. That was about 100 miles per hour. Clearly, they're showing 192 kilometers an hour for the serve. I thought it was for the forehand. Love 15. Love 15 here. Anthony here for QualityShot Tennis. Hope you guys enjoy it. I'll be here for this one. Serve from Jannik into the net. Second serve. Both guys are going to be ultra motivated. That is something you can know for sure about this match. Backhand into the net from Monfils, 15-all. Both guys are going to be motivated. Listen, Monfils, this is a good chance for Monfils too. I mean, look, the draw has opened up in such a massive way. I mean, is it really unimaginable Monfils beats? If Monfils has the level to win this match, is it completely unimaginable that he has the level on this dream run to beat also Tommy Paul than Alejandro Davidovich Fokina? It's not impossible. It's difficult. Like, whoever wins this match, they're ultra motivated. I will tell you that for sure. It's not just because the draw opening up too. Monfils, he knows he won't have that many more chances in a Masters quarterfinal. So he's gonna be motivated. I promise you. Backhand into the backhand of Jannik, forehand from Monfils, forehand of Jannik, forehand from Monfils, cross and the forehand of Jannik, forehand of Monfils, and the forehand of Jannik. That's a big forehand from Gael, but Sinner gets it back. A forehand from Monfils into the forehand of Sinner. It's a long 15-30. 15-30 here. Listen, Sinner knows what happened. Sinner's out the tournament. He knows what just happened. There's shockwaves through the tournament. People whispering. He knows his good friend and rival Alcaraz just went out. He knows Carlos just lost, which doesn't happen often. Sinner, I don't know if that's going to put a lot of pressure on the shoulders of Jannik, but but Sinner knows what went down. 15-30. 15-30 here. Jannik to serve. Serve. A wide back in return of Monfils goes long. 30 all. 30 all. But yeah, we got Matt, we got Peaches, we got Bush, we got Ghost in the chat. Appreciate y'all. 3 minutes into this one. Appreciate everybody just lurking around too, watching. It's all cool either way. We're at 30 all here. Jannik on his serve. Jannik on his serve. Monfils has to be aggressive. I mean, there's really nothing else to say. Monfils got to be aggressive. Full out. He wants to be the one dictating. It's 40-30 for Sinner. Listen, people always people always just think of Monfils as the shot maker or this athletic player. I think people forget that Monfils was number 6, 7 in the world. He's been to 3 Masters finals, 2 Grand Slam finals, 2 or 3 on 2 different surfaces. Like, listen, we should think of Gael for the entertainment value he brought. That's the biggest thing he brought to the sport because he's one of the best at it. But we shall not forget that he's a hell of a player too. I mean, guys like Fognini, Bublik, I mean, they're shot makers too. They were never as good as Monfils. So far anyway for Bublik, but the serve is out from Sinner for Deuce. We're at Deuce here. Who will win, you think? I think Sinner. I think Jannik's got it, but I think it goes 3 sets. I think we're seeing an epic. I think we're seeing an absolute epic. That's my prediction. I think Sinner wins like 6-4 in the 3rd set or something. That's my prediction. We'll see if I'm right. Could not be. I could absolutely not be. I really don't know, but my feeling goes Jannik because he'll know what a big opportunity this is. But I think Monfils is going to play super well too. Forehand is too good. Inside in. Advantage to Jannik. But yeah, I mean, I will stand by my word. I really think Jannik is also one of the most talented players on the tour. He's a big hitter. He's this, he's that. I'm also biased as a guy who does appreciate Sinner, and I'm a Sinner fan. But I really do think he's one of the more skilled players on the tour. The skill can sometimes be a little bit under the radar, but if you watch one of his matches, I mean, it's so clear how skilled he is. And you have to be skilled to hit so many big shots just off of almost anything, hit so many balls off the rise. It's like Rublev. Very skilled players, the both of them. Rublev and Sinner, in my opinion. But especially like Jannik, just, I don't know. He can hit these crazy shots just out of nowhere, which to me make him so fun to watch. Very good athlete as well, which I don't think is appreciated quite enough. Deceivingly good athlete. But anyway, it's Deuce here. Sinner serving. Sinner serving. Sinner wants to be hitting the big shots. He wants to avoid Monfils from unloading on that forehand like he did in the first point. Serve down the line. Monfils return into the ground. Advantage for Jannik. Advantage for Jannik here. Monfils defeats Tsitsipas. Yeah, Pusha, that's it. Can he do it with Sinner also? He can. But will he is a better question. I think Jannik's got it. But let's see what happens. Let's see if Gael can do it. I mean, Gael pretty much can do, like, if you're asking what Gael can do is a much different question than what Gael will do. It was a very strange match in the semifinals of the 2016 U.S. Open, where it almost looked like Monfils wasn't even trying for the first, 2 sets of that match. It was so strange. Novak quickly goes up 2 sets to love. Monfils is playing atrocious. Really bad. And then Monfils out of nowhere just completely flips the scripts and start hitting winners out of nowhere on Djokovic. Completely plays a different level. Starts hitting these weird, I think, slice drop shots. I don't know. He just starts playing a completely different level and almost comes back against Novak in that semifinal. I mean, you never know with Monfils. What he can do is very different from what he will do. But I think he's going to be all in for this one. And the motivations are there. He's almost 37. He's like, I don't know, like 10 days away from turning 37. Motivations are going to be there. But like, I think both of these guys are two of the most skilled players on the tour, in my opinion. Both in very different parts of their career. Huge age difference. About a 15-year age difference, to be exact. Almost exactly. Forehand from Monfils into the backhand of Jannik to the forehand of Monfils. Backhand of Jannik into the net. But Monfils, obviously, one of the most talented players who's ever played this sport. I mean, his talent, nobody is going to question. The talent is much different from how good of a player Monfils is. His talent is unquestionable. Talent level is unquestionable. Serve into the net. Second serve coming here from Monfils. So another serve into the net, double fault. Double fault. But yeah, in their head-to-head, Sinner is 3-1 in their head-to-head. He's currently 8th in the world is Jannik. That's a career high. He started out at 17th in the world. Monfils is 276th in the world. He is only just coming back. He's getting through all of it with wild cards, which he deserves. And he'll fill out crowds anywhere. But it's 3-1 for Sinner. The one time that Monfils won, he won in Vienna in 2019 in Austria. Backhand from Jannik into the backhand of Monfils into the net. 15-30. Jannik with a little bit of a chance here to break early. Sinner with half a chance here. Not a break point, nothing like that, but half a chance. Forehand into the backhand of Jannik. Backhand from Jannik into... That goes long. That goes long. 30-all. Gael's looking motivated. He doesn't want to go down early here. The nerves of Sinner is going to be a big question here because, listen, it's only going to add to the nerves and the pressure if he understands who the other 4 players left in the event are. We'll go over who those 4 are. This draw's really opened up for Jannik to get his first Masters. It's an ace down the line from Gael. Ace down the line from Gael, 40-30. What a crazy match, by the way, that Paul Alcaraz match. They always seem to bring it. Tommy Paul is now only the 4th player to have beaten Alcaraz, to have a winning head-to-head against Alcaraz. By the way, service winner from Monfils. Looks up at his crowd looks up to his box with motivations. 1 game all. He's motivated as Gael, but Paul is now only the 4th player to have a winning head-to-head against Carlos, having played at least 3 matches. And he's only the 10th player, period. 5 of those players have only played once against Carlos. He's played him 3 times. He's 2-1 against Carlos, which, despite Carlos being super young, just does not happen in his career so far, which is quite amazing. Possibly Terry. Yeah, he can. Monfils can do it. It's a question of will he. And I just feel like Jannik is going to really pick up. Let's see what happens. Sinner big serve out wide is an ace. 15 love for Jannik. 15 love for Jannik. 10 minutes into this one, early stages. To serve out wide. That's 2 good serves out wide on either side. 30 love. But Sinner Sinner played 1 less match than Monfils. Andy Murray pulled out against Jannik last night. I was going to commentate that one. I was so disappointed. I was so excited to commentate that one. I even canceled some of my plans to be able to commentate it, just because I couldn't miss it. But it was too bad for Murray. Hopefully, it'll be good for Cincinnati. But yeah. Anyway, Jannik is going to be fresh. It's a forehand from Sinner. Just misses the sideline. 30-15. 30-15 here. But yeah, Anthony here for quality shot. Be here for the rest of this one. And yeah, I'm going to look over the Cincinnati draw as well. I haven't had a look at the Cincinnati draw during the last stream. I heard a few matches, but I'm going to look over the draw and I'll react to it in real time and just say maybe what I think about it. I don't know. Djokovic is in there. I don't know who he plays in the first round. Yeah, 30-15. I'll check that out as well. I forgot. I didn't even know it was coming out today. Second serve here for Jannik. Kick serve into the backhand of Gael, forehand of Jannik, into the forehand of Gael, forehand of Jannik, to the forehand of Gael, forehand of Sinner. Inside out, it's a big shot, forehand of Jannik into the net, 30-all. That's a bad miss. It's a bad miss from Jannik, and he can have one every now and again, but still got to improve the net game just a bit. He has the hands for it, but he just, I don't know. It's something about, he just needs to improve it a little bit, but it's 30-all anyway. 30-all. Both guys looking very motivated, and there's no doubt as to why. Not only is a Masters semifinal on the line, there's a lot of potential in this tournament with how the draw is opened up. Listen, at the end of the week, either Jannik Sinner, Gael Monfils, Davidovich Fokina, Demonor, or Tommy Paul is going to be a Masters 1000 champion. That's a fact. One of those guys is going to be an 1000 champion. It only just occurred to me too, but Sinner has a great chance with everybody in the draw. Either Sinner or Monfils win a first Masters, which would be crazy for either in a very different way. Sinner, 15 years younger than Monfils, but Monfils has never won one. Over his long career, that would be crazy for him. It would be crazy for Jannik too. And then obviously Fokina reached the final famously of Monte Carlo last year, but he's never, that was really a weird result for him in the grand scheme of his career so far. He'd look for a Masters. I mean, it's so weird. Tommy Paul would be relatively normal. I guess he would be the second most normal after Sinner, but still, that'd be a strange result. 2-1 here for Jannik. 2-1 here for Jannik, and everybody, Jannik's been at the door. You can't say it. It's like Rublev winning Monte Carlo. It's like, if Sinner wins this, everybody's going to be like, yeah. Everyone's be like, yeah. And it's good for the sport, too. 2-1. It's good to have all the young guys. Runa, Alcaraz, Sinner, then they've all have won a Masters, and that's what we need, really. 2-1. 2-1. But appreciate you guys joining in. Night session in Toronto. But yeah, I mean, this has turned out to be a really crazy tournament. It really has. It really, really has. Nole plays the winner between Fokina or Echeverry. Fokina is tough. That's a tough player to play. Fokina, obviously, in the semifinals here, he's played a really good ball. Really well this week, and he's beaten Novak before. With an asterisk, maybe like half an asterisk, but still. He's beaten Novak before. Echeverry played well against Novak in Rome, somewhere. And he's a big Novak fan. That'll be interesting. Yeah, I appreciate you guys joining in. This is where you want to be. Monfils taking on Sinner. I'm a big fan of both these guys. Probably the two names on tour that I probably am, I root for the most. Two of them. I don't know if the most, but they're two of them. Now that Roger's not playing. But yeah, I'm a fan of both. So let's see what happens. 2-1 here. 2-1 here. 14 minutes into the match. And Monfils to serve. But yeah, like I said, they're 3-1 in their head-to-head, but they haven't played since late 2021, where they played a final against each other in Sofia on the indoor hard courts. 3 of their matches have been on indoor hard courts. 2 of them Sinner won in straights. The other one Monfils won in straight sets. And then they play at the U.S. Open in 2021, where Sinner won in 5 sets. So a very close match at the U.S. Open that Sinner pulled through. Serve down the line. Sinner there with the backhand. Sinner, huge forehand inside in. Nole played Fokina at French Open and won. Yeah, but that was one of the craziest straight sets matches ever. I mean, yeah, look at the score and you'll be like, I don't know, but Terry, I feel like that match is like, you got to feel like Fokina isn't even going to hate how he played in that match. He just wasn't clutch enough. He outplayed Novak in the first set almost objectively. Squash off from Sinner, by the way. Love that, but it's a Monfils winner to put it away. But it was 3 hours and 36 minutes long, which, by the way, was the exact length of Alcaraz versus Novak at Madrid. So basically, Novak played an Alcaraz versus Novak match in Madrid, his Madrid match versus Alcaraz against Fokina at the French, but Fokina just couldn't clutch up when he needed to. Fokina just as easily could have been up straight sets at the French Open against Novak, as he was down 2 sets. That was a good chance for Fokina. He had 2 set points in the second set too. Lost, I think, all 3 sets in a tiebreaker. Maybe one of them was 6-4 or 7-5. I think all 3 of them were tiebreaks. And Novak was just been amazing in tiebreakers this year, up until that second set tiebreaker against Alcaraz. Ace down the line from Monfils. That's what Monfils needs to do, serve well. Needs to serve well and then get chances on the Jannik serve. Hey, what's up, Ashley? What's up? Watching 2 of my faves here in Toronto. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Wide from center. Monfils fist bumps. Monfils has that glimmer in his eye. He's not. Listen, Monfils hasn't come on here onto the court to be like, oh, how nice. I'm still around, like, you know, playing these Masters quarterfinals, and I'm still doing really well in the big tournaments. I'm on my comeback, you know, stuff like that. I think he's really come here to play. So I think he's really come here to play, and he's played really well this week. He beat Tsitsipas in straight sets, hitting a lot of winners. I wouldn't count Monfils completely out. We're at 2 games all here. Yeah, I had a sneaky $10 on Fokina in that match. Interesting, D-Funk. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Fokina got super close. That must have been a really frustrating match to bet on, to be honest. Yeah. Because Fokina really fumbled 2 sets, which he should have won. He should have won both of the first 2 sets. It's similar to her catch at Wimbledon against Novak. It's the clutch moments and the tiebreakers where Novak just finds a way somehow. 15 love here for Jannik. 18 minutes in. 18 minutes in. Center serve down the line, center forehand down the middle, Monfils forehand to the backhand of center, backhand of Monfils, the backhand of center cross court, backhand Monfils, forehand of center, backhand Monfils into the backhand of center, forehand of Monfils into the backhand of center. Goes wide, 15 all. Goes wide, 15 all. I think it's going to be great if Monfils wins because he didn't win 1,000 Masters title. Yeah, man, that would be awesome. It would be so good for Gael. It would be great for either of these guys for a very different reason. But I guess Sinner's going to win one. I mean, Gael, if he doesn't win this, then I think almost anybody would bet he's probably not going to win one. So you got to feel like Gael is going to want to take his chance here. But so is Jannik, because Jannik's had chance after chance after chance, including a Monte Carlo. But this is even a way better chance than Monte Carlo. It's going to put pressure on the shoulders of Jannik, no doubt about it. Serve out wide, it's too good. Forehand long from Monfils, 30-15. 30-15. We haven't seen any incredible points so far. Not really what we expected. Both guys playing super aggressively. A lot of quick points, which I guess you should expect too. But I'm expecting we'll see a few good rallies and some really interesting moments in this match. Jannik's not going to speed through easy on his serve either, I don't think. Which I don't think Jannik's going to be happy about. But he served well so far. First serve is a let. Another serve. Yeah, we got Peaches. We got Ashley. We got Terry, Med, D-Funk. What's up? What's up? D-Funk, I don't think I've seen you on the stream before, D-Funk, or Med as well. I may have seen you, D-Funk, on the chat, but let me know if this is if this is anybody's first time joining the stream. Let me know. And sorry if you've been here before and I just forgot. There's a lot. But yeah, it's who else we got? Pooja, Bush in here, Ghost of Gerolitis. Ghost will be back, I'm sure. To backhand down the line, forehand from Monfils into the backhand of Jannik, cross court. Backhand Gael into the forehand of Jannik, forehand of Gael. It's in the net. It's in the net, 40-15 for Gael. Locker room must be 2 miles away from the court in Montreal. It'd be like that. That's wild. Some events are like that. It's like, what? It's taken so long. I've only tuned into your streams a handful of times. Okay, got you, D-Fun. Yeah, it's good. Well, it's good to have you. I hope you enjoy it. It's 40-15 here for Sinner, 2 all. 40-15 here for Sinner, 2 all. Well, I'm a big Sinner fan. I like Monfils too. I mean, first and foremost, whenever I'm a fan of any player, it's like I can kind of tune out and be like, I'm just here for a good match, mostly, honestly. But I'm a fan of Sinner. I'm a fan of Monfils too. I'm a lifelong fan of Monfils and all of his shot making. I mentioned in the last stream, my favorite thing in tennis forever is just amazing, crazy shots in tennis and crazy points. That's my favorite thing in tennis. It has been since I started watching, and Monfils brought it. And he also just, I don't know, he's had some amazing comebacks through his day. And I always love what he brings. Great entertainment value. So I'm a big fan of both these guys. Sinner, I'm a newer fan, but a big one. And I like both these guys. I'm just excited to watch it, honestly. It's a big match for both. It really is. 3-2. First time here, rune for Sinner. It is now or never to win a Masters 1000. Couldn't agree with you more, Susanna. Listen, we've seen it before with players. I mean, Sinner's only 21, turning 22 in a few days, but Sinner's had so many chances, and he just hasn't been able to convert on them. He's had so many chances against top guys, getting close, big tournaments. He had a nightmare draws all last year, and he just couldn't get past the quarterfinals. This year, it does a little bit better. Semifinals of Indian Wells, beats Fritz, Miami. He dismantles Rublev, who would go on to win Monte Carlo, completely dismantles him in like an hour, playing some incredible tennis. And then he beats Alcaraz, a comeback win, which was really amazing with some super high level. Loses to Medvedev in the final. And then Monte Carlo, semifinals, 3 Master semis in a row. He's had chances so many times, and he's done better this year against top guys. He beat Tsitsipas in Rotterdam as well. Got to semifinals of Wimbledon, which was great. First Wimbledon semifinal. Easy draw, but he deserved one after last year. I stand by that. He had so many last year, but yeah, it's now or never. The mental baggage is just going to pile up. Listen, Sinner, Paul, Monfils, de Minaur, or Fokina, one of those guys is a Masters champion at the end of the week. Nobody left in the draw has won a Masters tournament before. But yeah, Susanna, glad to have you, and don't forget to subscribe as well. It's free to become a member too, or it's not free, sorry, but you can become a member too. There's an option to become a member, which has a lot of cool stuff too. Shout out all the members. But I member or not, I appreciate you joining in, and don't forget to sub. We'll be here for the U.S. Open, Cincinnati as well. I like to think of this community as one of the best tennis communities on the internet. We like to joke around, but we also care about the sport, and we bring the hype too. And we're just genuine fans of tennis, and it's great. Med, yes, it's my first time here. Happy to join the family. I appreciate you coming in here. Med. Serve, kick serve is a double fault from Monfils, 15 all. I have a feeling this match will go into 3 sets. I have the exact same feeling, Max. I feel a 3-setter all day. We'll see if it happens. I'm feeling the 3-setter with this one. If it goes 2 sets, I'm feeling Jannik does it in straights for sure, but let's see what happens. Serve out wide, forehand of Sinner into the net. 30-15 for Monfils. I hope Carlos can improve more in Cincinnati. Me too. I really hope he can improve in Cincinnati. It would be great to see him even maybe go all the way in Cincinnati going into the U.S. Open. He didn't do well in Cincinnati last year compared to his usual. Lost to Nori in a tight match. Did well to even push that 3 sets. That would have been his first straight sets match of all last year, but first straight sets loss. Backhand into the forehand of Monfils, backhand of Sinner, to the forehand of Monfils, forehand of Sinner, into the backhand of Monfils, backhand Sinner, into the backhand of Monfils, forehand Sinner, into the backhand of Monfils, backhand Sinner, into the backhand forehand of Monfils, forehand Sinner, into the forehand of Monfils, backhand Sinner. We're going cross-court on the odd side. It's a huge center shot. Back to that backhand, right off the baseline. Hits the tape, but it just goes long from Jannik. Or no, did it hit the baseline? I think it might have just hit the baseline. Just hit the baseline. I thought it was out. 30 all. Okay, 30 all. I thought it was out. Just clips the baseline. 30 all here. 30 all here. Sinner with half a chance. Max, I don't think time to panic yet. If he has a bad Cincy, then I think there's room for concern. Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, I brought it up on the last stream, on the Paul Alcaraz stream, but he did bad in Cincinnati and Canada, and then he won U.S. Open, pulling through a lot of tight matches. So you just never know, but that would be a bad sign with Cincinnati because his momentum after winning Wimbledon is just so high. That would be a huge downturn real quick. I'd say easily the second best tennis community, but Cam is a freak, so this is meant as a huge compliment. No, I totally feel it. Yeah, Cam's a legend, yeah. Cam deserves all the best compliments, but I mean, our community's crazy, so. But yeah, Cam's awesome. He does great work over there. Anybody here can acknowledge that, too. Cam is a legend. Forehand from Monfils and the forehand of Sinner. Down the line, clips the tape, it goes over, gives Monfils more time. It's a forehand. Just missed the baseline. 3 games all here. 3 games apiece. He had a bad U.S. Open series last year and won the U.S. Open. Yeah, exactly. So, just never know. Just never know. 3 games apiece here. Late night in Canada. Sinner to serve. No crazy points so far yet. I really expected some really crazy shot making like the tweener that Carlos hit against Paul. We're really seeing a lot of quick points, but we'll see if that changes. Neither guy really coming to net. Both guys are really staying back. It's a forehand long from Sinner, love 15. Wants to cut down on those errors. It's not a good sign. Not a good sign. Both guys doing really well on first serve, especially Monfils, 11 for 11, but neither guy doing well on second serve. And then, yeah, high-level match so far. Good winners to arrows ratio. Everything going well aside from the second serve points. But both guys are really good returners, and they're not the best servers around, especially their second serve. So it's not unexpected. 15-all here. 15-all here for Jannik. $15-all. 3 games all, 15-all. Jannik serve. Down the line, hits the tape, goes out. Second serve. Second serve here. Both guys having like half a chance on the other guy's serve. Nothing major so far. Nothing major so far. Backhand to Monfils into the forehand of Sinner. Backhand Monfils down the middle into the forehand of Sinner. Forehand Monfils into the forehand of Sinner. Forehand Monfils down the line. Just misses. Just misses Monfils. $30-15 here for Jannik. Nothing major so far. Both guys just feeling each other out. Both guys just feeling each other out. This is going to be a long match. Yeah, it could be. It could be. I think it's going to go 3 sets. I feel a 3-setter. We'll see if Jannik can change that a bit, but you'll see crazy shots for sure if it was Monfils against Dustin Brown. Brown is the GOAT. Dustin Brown is the GOAT. He's the GOAT of shot making anyway. He's awesome. I discovered Dustin Brown super early on, too. It's a double fault from Sinner. I remember seeing just randomly, I was on tennis YouTube a lot back in the day. This was over a decade ago. And I see a match that Dustin Brown is against Marcos Bagdatis, maybe in a challenger tournament on the clay courts. And he just every single shot is insane. He's hitting drop shot return of serves, behind the back return of serves. I remember seeing that right when it happened. And I was like on to Brown super early. I was super excited once he was climbing up the rankings, but it's done with singles. So yeah, Dustin Brown is crazy. Yeah, Dustin Brown, Monfils, Federer. I mean, those are some of the guys. Alcaraz now, Marcelo Rios. Those are some of the shot making masters. Dimitrov is a good shot as well, I would say. Backhand from Monfils goes out. Pablo Cuevas is underrated. Dustin Brown's shot was ridiculously good. Yeah, Peaches. Dustin Brown was crazy. I remember this one shot Dustin Brown hit where this guy hit a shot way into Brown's way off the court. He's running back to get to a shot, and he just randomly hits it between the legs for like 100 miles per hour. Passing shot winner. Dustin Brown's always doing like something crazy. Anyway, it's 40-30 here for Sinner, but yeah, Dustin Brown was great. I think he beat Nadal at Wimbledon. He did. Brown was up 2-0 on Wimbledon. Speaking of winning head-to-heads, Brown had a winning head-to-head against Nadal, which is so random. Nobody else played like Brown, so I don't think that's a winning blueprint. But forehand into the forehand of Monfils, forehand of Sinner. Inside in to the forehand of Monfils, backhand Sinner. Here we go. The intensity is picking up a little bit. Forehand from Sinner into the forehand of Gael. Neither player is coming into that backhand, into the backhand of Monfils, backhand. Back to that ad side from Monfils down the line with the backhand on the slide, but it's in the net from Monfils, 4-3. Into the net, 4-3. Both guys just baseline rallies so far. Baseline rallies. It's high level, though. The guys aren't hitting a lot of errors, so who win? I got Jannik. I got Jannik in 3 sets. That's my prediction. I got Jannik in 3 sets. Jannik is a slow starter and more after not playing the last round. I think that if he doesn't get break, he will start adjusting his game and winning in 2. I mean, yeah, Jannik can be a slow starter sometimes. Sometimes he can be very quick, though. I mean, I'm not going to lie. Like, Jannik can be a quick starter, too. I mean, I remember against Kokkinakis in Rome, he won, like, the first 12 points. Against Rublev in Miami, like, it's not always, but yeah. I mean, he can start slow for sure. So if he does start slow, then I definitely wouldn't count him out from coming back. No doubt about it. So Susanna. But it's 4-3. I mean, both guys are playing a high level, and Jannik is serving well too, which is a good sign. Both guys need to improve second serve points, but I mean, just look at this real quick. What's their first serve percentage? Because first serve to second serve points won is ridiculously different. But yeah, both guys are getting solid on first serves in. So yeah, anyway, it's been a high level match so far. We'll just see who blinks first or who steps up first. But yeah. Still early stages. I remember his shots against Rafa in Wimbledon. His reaction on Rafa's face was ridiculous. I rewatched that now and again on Wimbledon. There's a great highlights video of Dustin Brown just hitting crazy shots. Yeah, I love stuff like that. It's just out of nowhere wins. We got to have more of that in tennis, just these out of nowhere wins like that. I mean, Nadal at Wimbledon is so weird because he got to 5 straight Wimbledon finals and then he lost to like the weirdest players ever. Like he lost to Lucas Rosol, Dustin Brown. I don't know. Nadal at Wimbledon is really up and down. It's 4-3 here for Jannik. Monfils serving. Appreciate you guys joining in. We're here for a big late night match. Let's have a big one here. Let's have a good one. We're getting towards the later stages of this first set now. Both guys so far pretty steady on serve. I don't think there's been a break point. I could be wrong. I don't think there's been one. Backhand into the backhand of Gael. Forehand center into the net. I'm going to check that actually. Going to check that. Has there been a break point so far? Nothing massive it seemed like so far. Yeah, no break point so far. No break point so far. Both guys just holding steady on serve, which is a good sign for both. Good sign for both and good sign of a high-level, tight contest that both guys are doing so well on serve. It's a double fault, though. Second serve is not really there for Monfils. He's doing well by getting a lot of first serves in, but it's not. The second serve's not there for him right now. 15-all. Monfils first serve into the net. 3 in a row. See if he gets this one. Serve into the backhand of Sinner. That's deep in the court. Forehand of Monfils into the forehand of Jannik. Forehand of Monfils. That's in the net. 15-30. A little bit of a chance for Sinner. And listen, 15-30 is less dangerous at 1-2 than it is at 3-4. The pressure really mounts up. 15-30 here. Sinner with half a chance. Half a chance and some change. 15-30. $30 all here. Monfils serve out wide is a good one. 40-30. 40-30 here. It's another solid serve from Gael. We're at 4-4. We're at 4-4. Both guys want this bad. Listen, could we get 2 more different players in the quarterfinals of a Masters? Like, can we get 2 more different players? Like, we have Gael, who's 37, nearly 37, and like days away from being 37 years old, trying to win his first Masters title. He hasn't had a great season so far, but he's only coming back, and his level's only raising more and more as the season goes on. And Jannik Sinner, who's had so many chances to win his first Masters title at almost 22 years old. He's days from turning 22. Monfils is 15 years older. Both guys have had so many chances in a very different kind of way. See what happens. Both guys want this bad. And even if Monfils doesn't win the whole thing, he knows that how many more Masters quarterfinals he's going to be into. Might not be that many. Backhand. Long rally into the forehand of Sinner, backhand cross into the backhand of Jannik. Forehand from Monfils goes out. That's a long rally. We're having a few long baseline rallies, though. This could be a long match. Will win, yeah. That's it. I really like Jannik, but I can't help but root for Lamont. He's in the twilight of his career and still playing like a boss. Yeah, I mean, it would be amazing for either player to see them win. I mean, everybody knows that I'm whatever. I'm a big guy for Jannik for whatever reason. I mean, I've been a fan of Monfils since like 2008, 2009, 10, whatever. So I would be just as happy for him. But just see what happens. OJ, hey, we got Lexi. It's been a while. What's up? Hello, Anthony fans. What's up, Lexi? Yep, Terry in the chat. What's up? Good to have you, Lexi. Got Sinner taking on Monfils. Two of my favorites. 30 love here for Jannik. Serve down the line. Misses the box. $30 love. It's been a while, Lexi. It's been a while. Good to have you. Serve into the backhand of Monfils. Jumping up. Forehand from Sinner into the backhand of Monfils. Forehand from Sinner. Cross into the net. 30-15. Maybe Monfils is inspired by his wife's performance in Wimbledon. Yeah, maybe, man. Trying to beat her, trying to outdo her. That's healthy. That's healthy. Sorry, Anthony. You know why? Super busy. I know, Lexi. Yeah. I'm glad to have you, though. My fake people in the chat, I miss you all. Yeah. That's it. 30-15 here. Glad to have everybody on the stream. We got over 50 people on the stream. Let's make it 100. Let's make this big. We got Sinner taking on Monfils. I appreciate any of y'all who are just watching on, Appreciate all y'all watching. Jannik Sinner, the talented young Italian, taking on Gael Monfils in the twilight of his career. And the draw is wide open for both, I'll be honest. So both guys want it bad. It's going to be interesting. Forehand into the back end of Monfils, into the back end of Sinner, into the back end of Gael, into the back end of Sinner down the line. He pulls the court a little bit too early, 30-all. I feel a little bit of a danger something for Jannik. He's going to want to clutch up right here. He was clutch serving out against Berrettini. Sinner played against Berrettini in Canada in an early round, I think in his first match. And like I said, he didn't have a round of 16 against Murray. But yeah, Jannik was clutch serving against Berrettini. He gave Berrettini a few too many chances, though. We're yet to have a break point in this match. 4-4, 30-all, all tied up. Serve out wide, goes long. Another serve coming here for Jannik. Monfils forehand into the backhand of Jannik. Forehand Monfils into the forehand of Jannik. Forehand Monfils, huge down the line. Did he miss it? He just missed it. That was probably 2 inches away from being the fastest forehand of the tournament. I don't know how fast that was. I hope they show it. Yeah, that was less than 2 inches. It was like an inch away. Less than an inch. That was like half an inch. Crazy. Monfils just missed it. It went so fast. It went by so fast, I think everybody in the stadium thought he made it. But it's 40-30 here for Jannik. That's a big inch that separated ecstasy from agony there from Monfils. 40-30 here. 40-30 here, because that was a big point too. 40-30 here for Jannik. Serve from Jannik into the forehand of Monfils. Forehand from Jannik down low. Oh, Monfils is there. He gets a racket on it on the slide, but it goes out. 5-4 for Jannik. Jannik holds on. 5-4. Jannik holds on. 5-4. Hit the like. Oh, I appreciate it, D-Funk. I appreciate it. Yeah, don't forget to like as well. Let's get the likes up. Let's try to hit 30 likes by the end of the stream. When I don't know if you guys are enjoying it. And don't forget to sub as well if you're new. Quality Shot Tennis. This isn't the only stream. If you've been on here, you know this ain't the only stream. We're here for more streams. We're here for the U.S. Open. We're here for Canada, for Cincinnati. We're here all year long. Not just me. Other commentators for the channel. Ash, David, Faison. We got a lot of people on here. Liam has a great channel of his own too. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new, and I hope you guys enjoy it. It's 5-4. 5-4 for Sinner. Anthony Hirsch here on commentary for Quality Shot. While Monfils still in the race, impressive. I like Monfils, always delight whenever he plays. Absolutely. He's really improved his level as the season's gone on. I've seen that before from Monfils. His level has really raised up. I didn't think it was impossible. Everybody was like counting Gael out. I was like, just wait a bit. I've seen this before from Gael. And Gael can play a really high level. Like I said, 2 slam finals, 3 master semis. Or sorry, 3 master, the other way around. 3 masters finals, 2 slam semis. So he can play a really high level. Sometimes when you get a walkover in a tourney, it's more of a curse, in my opinion. I couldn't agree more. I think it's more a bad thing than a good thing most of the time. To be honest with you, that's how I feel about it. It's really it's a mixed bag, but I think it's mostly a bad thing, to be honest. It really cuts off your momentum and your physical conditioning as well. I've been by the Twitterverse. I appreciate it, Matt, or what used to be called Twitter. No, it's still Twitter. I don't care about any of this new stuff. It's still Twitter. Nobody knows what to call that thing. It's Twitter. We're calling it Twitter. Okay, can we all agree? We're calling it Twitter. Okay, it's Twitter. 5-4 here for 5-4 here for Jannik. We don't need no new names. Facebook's not meta. It's Facebook. 5-4 for Sinner. 5-4 for Sinner. Monfils is a high-level player, have lots of energy. Yeah, his passion, his shot making, and just the level that he can bring is amazing when he's playing his best. When he really focuses in and plays his best, he really shows an amazing level, and it's no doubt why with the talent that he has. And the power, too, by the way. Forehand from Sinner into the forehand of Monfils, backhand of Sinner. Cross court into the back end. Monfils on the slide one-hander. It's left 15 for Jannik. It's left 15 from Jannik. Who's left aside from them two? Shelton, Eubanks, Stefanos, or they're so behind. Lexi, you are so behind. But it is Steph lost to Monfils in like the first round. Eubanks is out. Shelton's out. I think none of those are left. The players left, they're crazy though. It's Demonor, the Demon, and then also Davidovich Fokina, and then also who else? It's Tommy Paul, and then Monfils and Sinner. So that's it. Forehand return from Sinner into the backhand of Monfils. Forehand Sinner into the forehand of Monfils goes out. Love 30. Small chance for Sinner here at love 30. Yeah, you're good, Lexi. But yeah, Shelton lost in the first round. Steph went out to Monfils, so those players are out. I mean, Sinner, you think he needs rest? He's 21. Just joking, Matt. Yeah, no, that's good. It's all good. It's 15:30 here. 15:30 here. Sinner with a chance to close this out. Gael is going to try to stop this. The draw is wide open now, and both these players want their first Masters in two very different parts of their careers. It's 15:30 here. The motivation is big, and you can just feel it in this match. 30-all. Intensity is high. The intensity is high. Lexi, Carlos out. Yes, that's the big news from earlier today. Carlos is out. Yo, Elon and X bring back the birdie. Yeah, that's it. 30-all here. I mean, bring back 2006 Twitter when everything was you know what I mean? Backhand from Sinner on the slide into the forehand of Monfils. Forehand Sinner cross into the forehand of Monfils. Forehand of Sinner inside out into the backhand of Gael on the slide. Big backhand to the backhand of Gael. It's in the net. It's a set point for Sinner. It's a set point for Sinner. Paul beat Alcaraz in the last round. I was commentating that one too. That one was crazy. Alcaraz had the shot of the match, but Paul beat him out in 3 sets. Now he's 2-1 against Alcaraz in their head-to-head. Tommy Paul just beat him, yeah. Paul just got Alcaraz. Sinner here with the set point at 5-4. We're here for the rest of this match, by the way. It's not just this first set. We'll be here for the rest of it too. It's a first serve into the net. It's a first serve into the net. Sinner ready on the return. Serve down the middle. Sinner kind of struggles on the return, but Monfils backs up. It's a forehand. Back into the backhand of Sinner. That's big to the backhand. It's in the net. Sinner grabs the first set. Jannik Sinner saw Alcaraz lost, and he knows what a big chance this is. He grabs the first set. Jannik 6-4. 46 minutes into this one. But listen, Monfils played a really high level, to be honest. It was only that last game. It was the first break point of the set. And Monfils just with a backhand into the net. That's all that it took. But this second set's going to be interesting. Bang, just like that. That's it. 46 minutes. Long first set for a 6-4 set. But just like that. There's a lot of long baseline rallies. It was 14 winners for Monfils. 9 errors. Or sorry, 9... wait, let me see here. I'm trying to figure this out. 9 winners for Monfils, 9 errors, and then it says 5 winners for Sinner, 14 errors. I struggle to believe that that's right. If Sinner had 14 errors to just 5 winners, I'm going to check the stats on here. The stats that I have up here are always a little bit better than those. These are really kept up to date. Yeah, this seems a little bit more plausible. 6 winners for Sinner, 4 errors. 11 winners for Monfils, 5 errors. And yeah, both guys did well on serve outside of second serve points won, but it was Sinner who struck first. It's not surprising. He's an elite returner, is Jannik Sinner. Sin, that's it. I can't believe it, Peaches. Alcaraz's 5th loss of the season. Listen, somebody's winning their first Masters title in Canada. It's like Canada last year. Carreno Busta won Canada. He played Hurkacz in the final. Hurkacz was trying for his second Masters. Everybody left in Canada is trying for their first Masters title, whether that's Sinner or Monfils, whether that's Demonor, whether that's Tommy Paul, or whether that is Davidovich Fokina. But somebody is going to win their first Masters, which is crazy. That's crazy. It's always fun when we get new Masters. Listen, the Masters tournaments have really changed, I feel like, over the last, years. The Masters tournaments have really changed. I mean, it used to be where it was. Listen, people always say, wow, the big three hogging up the Grand Slams. And the slam dominance of the big three is one of the most impressive things I've seen in sport. but also their dominance at Masters tournaments. Listen, from 2010 to 2016, I have a stat for you, just off the top of my head. This is one I always remember. 2010, 2016, only 4 Masters tournaments throughout that whole time. 9 Masters played a season. For all 7 of those seasons, only 4 different Masters tournaments weren't won by somebody that was a part of the Big Four, Murray or the Big Three. No, only 4 different Masters were won by somebody else outside of 4 players. That's crazy. Over 7 years. The Masters have really changed. There's been a lot of Masters champions over the last 3, 4 years, 5 years, especially since the pandemic. It's really changed. It's really, really changed. 15 love here for Jannik. 49 minutes in. Appreciate you guys joining in. Second set here. Let's see what Gael can do. Like I said, I have a feeling that I'm not just saying, I really feel like this is going to be a 3-setter. I feel like Gael is going to at least win a set here, but we'll see what happens. It was a really tight first set. 15 love here for Jannik. Kick serve into the backhand of Monfils, forehand of Jannik, inside out to the backhand of Monfils, forehand. Cross court, that's a great angle, deep in the court too. Forehand, Monfils comes to net. Backhand on the dead slide from Jannik. Monfils with a smash, right back for Jannik, who jumps, but he can't get it. Just misses the other side. 15 all. 15 all. Yeah, like Tommy Paul's, he is Carlos Silent Assassin. Very low-key guy, very cool. Absolutely, great player. Paul said himself a month ago on the grass course, I think in Eastbourne, he was like, I love going under the radar. I love being under the radar. Nobody really talks about me. He's 14th in the world. He's a fantastic athlete. Australian Open, semifinals. Quarterfinals of Canada last year. Now he reaches the semifinals. Tommy Paul is a solid player. Serve down the line. Monfils back in return. Goes out. 30-15. 30-15. 30-15. I think there's such a focus on the slams. I don't think you will ever see a Canada, Cincinnati, New York triple winner. Well, Daniil Medvedev nearly got it done in 2021. So nearly. Lost the semifinal to Rublev. But I don't know. I think it'll happen. I don't think there's that much of a disconnect between Masters and Slams. The big players still appreciate what the Masters have in them. The tournaments are so similar. I feel like eventually it'll happen, but it is a tough one. It's a tough one. Backhand on the slide from center, showing off the athleticism. Again, defending. Monfils the forehand. Center steps in, but Monfils sees him. Says, Jannik, you're not getting in my way here. We're at 30 all. We're at 30 all here. Hope the Gucci is percolating as a good luck charm. Katja. Yeah, that's it. That's it. 147 kilometers an hour forehand, by the way, from Gael. Tommy Paul's a cool dude. Love his demeanor. Yeah, Paul's great. He's one of my favorites. He really is one of my favorites. Serve down the line. Second serve coming here from Jannik. Early stages in this in the second set. Forehand from Gael into the forehand of Jannik, forehand of Gael, forehand of Jannik. A lot of baseline rallies, really. Not a lot of slices either. Both guys hitting over their shots. Huge slide from center. Ooh, big forehand inside in from Monfils. The fact he even tried for that shot is crazy. Misses the outside the line. We're at 40-30 for center. 40-30 for center. $40-30 for Jannik. Big serve out wide. Forehand from center. The forehand of Monfils on the slide. Backhand to the backhand of Monfils. Forehand of center. Again, both guys sliding like crazy. Gonna slide from Monfils from center. Forehand hits the tape. Goes over, though, deep in the core. Oh, just center gets the point. Just missed from Gael. 1-0 for center. Just missed from Gael behind the court. 1-0. 53 minutes in. Hits the tape, but just goes out. 1-0 here. Quarterfinal in Toronto. I've said it a few times during the stream, but There are 5 players left in this tournament. All of the 5 have never won a Masters title before. Jannik Sinner, going for his first. So many are dearly waiting for Sinner to win a Masters. Monfils, many people gave up on Monfils' chances to ever win a Masters. 3 Masters titles, he could have his chance at almost 37 years old. Monfils could have a chance to win his first Masters. What a poetic way for Monfils to win his first Masters, by the way. So he's always there fighting. And who else? Demonor, Fokina, Paul, guys who are always around. You know, Paul's had a great season, so is Demonor. Fokina is always in the conversation. You know, somebody's winning their first Masters. And by the way, I got a question for y'all in the chat. After this point. We're at 1-0. We're at 1-0 here. Serve out wide. Backhand from Monfils, crossing the backhand of Jannik, goes long. I got a question for y'all. Who do you think is winning the Canada Open at this point? Many before the tournament said Alcaraz, said Medvedev. They're out. Who's win Canada? You let me know. You let me know in the chat. Ricardo, hey, chat. Hey, what's up? What's up? Good to have you, Ricardo. Rogers' retirement feels like yesterday. That was a punch in the gut. Was Rogers' retirement, but it was, in its own special way, it was so unique, and it was kind of perfect in ways. It would have been good to see him have one last professional match, maybe at Wimbledon, but for what we could have had, it was really perfect for what we could have had. Maybe a win to finish it off, but that's being a little bit greedy now, isn't it? It wasn't just about the match. Even Rafa and Roger didn't like it. Yeah. Well, the retirement was crazy, but yeah. It was a controversial match in some ways too, for sure. To serve down the line. That was a great match, though. I mean, the match itself, 11-9 the breaker. I mean, listen, Roger's got nothing left to prove. It doesn't matter if he wins or loses his last match. The retirement itself was wild. Anyway, back to this match. 30-15 here. 30-15 here at 0-1. Serve out wide is long. Second serve for Gael. Backhand cross, the forehand of Monfils. Backhand from center into the forehand of Monfils. Way up high on this, which catches the outside of the sideline from Gael. It's a forehand. Forehand of Monfils. Huge cross court. Center goes for a huge forehand down the line. Center really, he's a dictating player all day. He loves to dictate, step into the ball, hit off the rise, hit huge forehands. He has the fastest average shot backhand on the whole men's tour. He loves big shots, stepping in. He has great skills to be able to get around the ball and just keep generating more and more pace, and he loves to do that. He didn't get that one there, but that's part of why he's so fun to watch. It's great to watch big hitters like him who are just constantly just smacking the ball. It's a serve down the line, which is an ace for Monfils. 1 game all. Yeah, let me know in the chat, guys. Let me know in the chat who you got winning Canada. Demonor Paul, Sinner, Monfils, and Fokina. Demonor Paul, Sinner, Monfils, and Fokina. I think we'll see a lot of Sinner, but let me know. Who do you think is going to win Canada? Whoever's winning, it's their first Masters. 1 game all here. Sinner serving. Sinner serving. Let's have an epic second set. We're at the early stages of it. To serve from center, goes long and wide. Second serve. Backhand to the backhand of Jannik, backhand of Monfils into the backhand of Jannik, backhand of Monfils into the forehand of Jannik. Forehand Monfils is huge into the forehand of Jannik. Nearly goes over it. It's left 15. We're seeing very few slices. We're seeing very few them coming into net. They're not really playing that creatively, the both of them. They're really just hitting massive shots, topspin shots, hitting over it from the back of the court, but they're both hitting absolutely massive. I mean, Monfils came in here with the right game plan. He said, I'm just going to hit the ball as hard as I can. I'm gonna rally it from the back, from the baseline hitting, and power baseliner, and just hit it from back of the court and try to dictate. And also, I'm gonna try to get as many first serves in as I can. That's what Monfils said. It's a backhand from Monfils in the forehand of Gael. Forehand Monfils goes out 15-all. So I get for missing so many matches. Lexi, you missed about the whole tournament. After Alcaraz, I think Sinner is the favorite to win the tournament, but who knows? Surprises can happen. Yeah, I agree with that. Sinner is the big favorite to win, but anything can happen. Anything can happen. Tommy Paul is mighty tough right now. I don't know if they played before Sinner and Paul. I honestly don't remember. I think they have, but I'd be interested by their head-to-head. Forehand, inside out, backhand of Monfils, way up high, smash from Sinner, put away, strong. Strong over at 30-15. Strong over at 30-15. Sinner might win Canada. Yeah, it could happen. Could happen. I still miss Roger, even though it's been years since he played a match. There'll never be another like him. Never, ever, ever. 30-15. One game all. 58 minutes into this one. Jannik has said before that his biggest influence is Federer. All the young guys have. Federer changed the game. And it makes sense if you watch Jannik. I mean, he's more of like a Del Potro, Fernando Gonzalez type in some ways, but he really likes stepping inside the court, being offensive, among some other things too. It's kind of Federer-esque if you watch Sinner play. Forehand return into the backhand of Sinner. Catches Monfils. Oh, huge forehand from Monfils out of nowhere. Was that one of the biggest forehands ever? That was insane. Monfils out of nowhere. Listen, Sinner tries to wrong foot Monfils, but it's too close to Gael. I thought, okay, well, Gael's going to be there. He's going to hit it in. Sinner didn't quite get the placement with the backhand. Monfils just plants his legs, his feet, and just unloads. That's all arm strength. I need to know the MPHs on that. That was over 100. I'm wondering if it was over 110. That was crazy. Once again, it says 194 kilometers on the serve. I want to know the forehand speed. I really wish they'd show it more. That was massive. Massive from Gael. 40-30 here for Jannik. Serve out wide is out. Second serve coming for Jannik. Serve forehand return into the backhand of Jannik. Just clears the net. Forehand to forehand. Jannik big down the middle. Backhand from Jannik. Jumps up. Hits it cross court. Defense from Gael, but it's too good. Kind of a smash. Kind of a swinging volley. It's a jump-in kind of smash put away from Jannik. Darren Cahill, the GOAT, watching on. Darren Cahill, by the way, shout out Darren Cahill. He's one of my favorite commentators. He's a great coach, too. Shout out Darren. I'd like Fokina to win or Lamont and the Demon. Sinner should win it, though, based on rankings and such. Yeah, I'm rooting for Jannik, but listen, I can't be mad if Gael wins the tournament. That would be one of the crazier results we've seen in tennis by far, and that would be just so well-deserved and so just all of the above. Anything you could say. That would be crazy. Fokina would be great, too. The Demon. I'd be happy to see Demon or win. Anybody in the chat, y'all know my Demon Or story. I've told it on stream before. A few people know. But I got to go to the Atlanta Open in person. And I was walking on the sidewalk there right next to the tournament. And I'm just looking at my phone a little bit too much. I nearly knock into somebody. I nearly knock into someone. I look up. I'm like, oh crap. I almost knock into this guy. And he's at a diagonal from me just a little bit. It's Alex de Minaur right next to me at a diagonal. It's the clear face of Alex de Minaur. He's holding a racket bag too. But it's the face of Alex de Minaur right at the diagonal of me. He's looking right into my eyes. I almost knock into him. I don't quite, but I almost do. And it's Alex de Minaur. I swear this is real. It really happened. And Alex de Minaur is there at the diagonal, just his face of Alex de Minaur looking straight into my eyes. And he gives me this smile. He smiles at me looking right into my eyes. Just a wry smile from de Minaur right in, and it just keeps walking. I'm like, well, that just happened. Right next to me. I almost bump into him. It was crazy. I see him for 1 second, but it was so clearly him. Maybe 2 seconds. That's my story about de Minaur. Basically, I got blessed by tennis royalty, which is the speed demon Alex de Minaur. Gave me a wry smile for some reason. Probably because I almost ran into him like an asshole, but it's 2-1 here for Sinner. Anyway, that's my de Minaur story when I got to go to the Atlanta Open in person. Ricardo, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. I have so many stories from the Atlanta Open. Serve out wide, forehand into the forehand. I'm on Monfils, huge, but into the top of the net, love 15. Anthony, you kind of remind me of Demonor. Okay, well, I mean, I'll take it. I'll take it. Yeah, Demonor's cool. Demonor's cool. I mean, he's never been my top favorite, but he's always been there as somebody who I just really enjoy watching. I really enjoy him. He seems like a nice guy, too. I mean, I can say he's a nice guy now. I met him, kind of. Very, very much kind of. Not really. Oh, Anthony, that's cool. The demons seem so cool. He really does. He seems like the nicest guy ever. He kind of seems like the nicest guy ever. By the way, it's Love 30 here. Dangerous moment for Monfils. But yeah, anybody who doesn't know, I got to go to the Atlanta Open. I got to interview Fritz and also JJ Wolf, who's just... JJ Wolf is a legend of legends. I got to interview Kei Nishikori, who I grew up watching. I hope to go to more tournaments, too. We got a vlog on the channel. I got to do that on behalf of Quality Shot Tennis. JJ Wolf, as soon as he came into the press conference, I got to interview some of the players. As soon as he came into the press conference, dude was cracking jokes. When he was looking in my eye, I couldn't even believe it. Because, well, first of all, he's one of my favorite players. But also, he had the most genuine, just everything about him was so genuine. So shout out JJ Wolf. For sure. Cool story. Yeah, Joseph. I got that forever. And then 10 seconds after I see Demonor, I see Shang, a Chinese teenager. Forehand from Monfils, by the way, kind of Radwanska sitting forehand, and it just catches the back of the line. Wait, Demi's Australian, right? I always forget. Yeah, Demonor's Australian. 30 y'all here. But yeah, I got some stories. In here. Yeah, from my time there. There's a vlog on the channel of some of it. Not of the Demonor thing, but of the JJ Wolf interview, for example. Huge backhand pass from Jannik. 30-40 for Jannik. Let's go center. Center's picking it up. He's got that flash and he's got that skill, and Jannik has brought it. We're at 30-40. Gael is going to want to rebound quick because if he loses this game, 100% and more is with Jannik of the momentum. But what a shot from Jannik. He's bringing it. He knows it's a chance for a first Masters. Tell your stories, Anthony. Okay, I will. It's just so hard to process they even happen. It's like, I don't know. That's a double fall from Gael, man. Double fall from Gael. Center takes the lead, 6-4, 2-1. Double fall from Gael to go 3-1. Demon flying the Australian flag. Lily, yeah, good for him. It's his right. Yes, they played twice. Center and Tommy Paul, 1 win for each. Okay, that makes it more interesting in the semis. I hope to commentate that too. I was hoping to commentate Center Alcaraz. If I never commentate Center Alcaraz, something's wrong. Well, I guess I will, right? I will whenever. Like Center and Alcaraz never play again. That would be what? So surely I will. That will be awesome when that happens. But Center Paul should be good too. Surely Center wins. Yeah, it's looking Center. Jannik's got it. He's bringing what Jannik brings, and that's why he's so fun to watch. Very skilled player. Very skilled. When I think of Center, I think of skill. And the other guy on the court, though, he's one of the most talented players in the history of the sport. And that's not an exaggeration. It's a backhand from Monfils and the forehand of Center, forehand of Monfils. The backhand of Center cross court goes out, though. Long, love 15. If Gael wants to rebound, he'll have to rebound quick. New gen. Yeah, Center's off the new gen. Yeah, it'd be good to have Center, Alcaraz, and Runa all winning Masters titles, no doubt about it. It would be great to see that for the sport. Love 15 here for Jannik. Serve hits the tape, goes out. Second serve here for Jannik. Second serve kicked into the forehand of Monfils, forehand of Center. I mean, he keeps the pace on the ball. It's amazing. Even from difficult spots, backhand jumping up high to the backhand of Monfils, backhand of Center, across the backhand of Monfils, backhand of Center, down the middle, forehand of Monfils, huge, backhand on defense, but this is Monfils' point. He's at love 30. Gael's bringing it. We're at love 30. Who you got, U.S. Open? Okay, well, a lot of people in the chat are going to start calling me biased, I don't know. Or I don't know if that, whatever, but it's like, I just have a good feeling about Jannik. After last year, he got so close in the quarterfinals against Alcaraz at the U.S. Open quarters. I don't think Alcaraz is defending. Yeah, Ralph, nobody's defended U.S. Open since 2008. That's it. Nobody's defended it. I don't think Novak's winning, although he'll be very hungry. He's had a long tennis season at 36 years old, playing very physical. And he's going to be disappointed off Wimbledon too. The big three are different. They can But I just have a feeling about Jannik. Either Jannik or Daniil. That's my prediction. Either Jannik or Daniil. I just have a feeling Jannik might do something. I know that's like whatever, but I just have a feeling about it. Smash is missed from Jannik, love 40. Yeah, Jannik or Daniil. And I'll just put out there, I think Jannik is going to do something massive in New York. Love 40. He might just take the whole thing. That's a hot take. It's a hot take. It's a hot take, but we like hot takes. It's hard to pick U.S. Open men's and women's. That's why it's so interesting, right, Joseph? But, I mean, I'm saying center, but Alcaraz, Djokovic, Medvedev, they all play great at the U.S. Open. I mean, that's probably Djokovic's worst major. He's only won it 3 times or whatever. I mean, Roland Garros, he's only won 3 times as well, but he had Nadal to bear with there. Love 40, though. Monfils with 3 break points. It's going to be very interesting. It's very hard to say who's going to win it. Love 40 here. Monfils with 3 break points. First serve in the net. Second serve. Kick serve into the forehand of Gael. Forehand. Center, it's out. Gael says not yet, as Gael has done before. Gael's not screaming. He's not being super passionate. He's looking down because we shouldn't be doubting Gael Monfils. He's at 3-2. If y'all saw Baez versus Monfils, stop doubting Gael Monfils. If you saw Monfils versus Nishikori in at this tournament in Canada, I think it was in 2017, you shouldn't be doubting Gael Monfils. Monfils fights. He really does. Sinner Alcaraz 3-3 head-to-head. Yeah, Sinner Alcaraz is my favorite rivalry at the moment. I'm very excited for their matches in the future. Their U.S. Open match is one of my favorite matches. And who's the rival of Alki for you, Anthony? It's Sinner. It's Jannik Sinner. There's not a question. Jannik Sinner. It's Jannik Sinner. I mean, ask it again. I'll answer it even quicker. Jannik Sinner. It's Jannik Sinner. Sinner is the rival for Alcaraz. He's going to be a big rival. Sinner has showed how high his win percentage is. Tournament to tournament, he has the aggressive game that can really test out Alcaraz. He's only improving the serve, among other things. Like I said, he's 3-3 against Alcaraz. That includes at Wimbledon. He got very close at the U.S. Open. He beat him in Miami, where Alcaraz plays crazy. Sinner is the rival of Alcaraz, and Sinner, with his crazy win percentage, like 70% win percentage, which is way better than Rune. Who knows who's going to be better? I think Sinner is going to be, but Rune is going to be fantastic too. Rune's mentality is crazy. He's a very complete player. Rune's going to be great too, and he's going to have a lot of great runs. But Sinner, 70% win percentage. He's going to be going very deep in semifinals, finals, so consistently on all 3 surfaces. He's good on all 3 surfaces. Sinner is the rival of Alcaraz. He's the rival of Alcaraz, and we got to get used to it. And I think we're all the better for it. And they're going to push each other in a very big way. And the big thing I'll say with that is Sinner has showed that he can really test out Alcaraz. Sinner's only improving, and he has a determined, calm mindset. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, that's it, Katsu. That's it. Sinner is the rival of Alcaraz, in my opinion. And I feel strongly about that. Djokovic is a big one at the moment, but it seems Alcaraz and Sinner have both said that they hope that they are the rivals of each other because they push each other to their best tennis. Their matches are unlike anything else in tennis at the moment. Backhand into the forehand of Sinner. Backhand from Monfils down the line to the forehand of Jannik. Forehand of Monfils down the line. Backhand of Monfils into the backhand of Jannik. That's in the net. Monfils is coming back here. 15 love. Monfils is coming back here. 15 love. I love Monfils, but would love Sinner to win that 1,000 Master. I feel the exact same way. But honestly, people who are rooting for Monfils can say the exact same thing, and they could probably honestly have a better argument. Because Monfils, if he doesn't win this one, this has got to be his best chance to win a Masters for the rest of his career. I mean, we can just say it like that. Can't wait for U.S. Open. That's it. Backhand from Sinner into the forehand of Monfils, inside out. Backhand of Sinner goes wide. Oh yeah, Sinner. I don't see anyone at par with Alki, not even the Gerber eating kid. Yeah, no. Yeah, Alcaraz is ahead of the pack, but Sinner is going to be good too, and so is Rune. Artur Fils, I think, is going to have a big rise up too. Sebastian Korda, Jack Draper, Lorenzo Musetti. I mean, there's so many good players out there who I feel like have the potential to win big tournaments. So I don't think it's going to be absolute domination. I really don't think so. And there are players at the top of the sport that can really test Alcaraz. Rune, Sinner, they have beaten Alcaraz before. Almost have winning head-to-heads. I mean, Holger and Lorenzo Musetti beats Alcaraz in the Hamburg final. Like, I don't think Alcaraz is unbeatable, and I'm a huge fan of Alcaraz, but don't think it's unbeatable. By the way, after this changeover, I'll look over the Cincinnati draw. Also, I do want to tell more stories from Atlanta. We got such a big stream here. I want to tell some more stories from Atlanta for sure. That should be fun too. I've told a few, but I haven't told all of them. So 4-15. But yeah, I got to go to Atlanta in person. Don't bring up Novak. Novak is still way up there, Anthony. Oh, well, yeah. Yeah, Novak is. He is. At the moment, it's Novak Carlos, no doubt about it. It's a very exciting moment in the sport. Who knows how long it will last? We got to appreciate it while it's here. This Novak versus Carlos rivalry I'm talking about. Serve from Monfils down the line is an ace. 3-all. Monfils turns his back. This is going to be a very interesting set to watch for Monfils. Eubanks and Shelton Cincy. Yeah, that's crazy. 2 big servers. Let's see what Eubanks can do. That's another story I have. I watched Christopher Eubanks in college, which is crazy. I saw him a few times in college tennis, playing in Georgia Tech with a one-handed backhand. I mean, I saw him in the Atlanta Open a few times too. I was super early on to Christopher Eubanks. I don't remember it super well, but I watched him a few times at Georgia Tech a long while ago. So that's crazy too. But yeah, 3 games all here. 3 games all here. Monfils versus Sinner. But yeah, I got some stories from the Atlanta Open after this. Eubanks was in the tournament when I went, but I didn't get to go there. I didn't get to see him play. I mean, it's a serve here coming from Sinner. It's a good one down the line. It's too good for Monfils. 15-love. Monfils just putting his head down. Monfils is ready to fight. I was surprised the Fashion Sinner was beaten by Djokovic at Wimbledon. I mean, check out on the channel, Jannik Sinner contender profile. I said Jannik Sinner would reach the Wimbledon semifinals and then lose in a straight setter to Novak. That was my prediction. I got it right. I don't know how, but whatever. Serve down the line. Forehand from Sinner. Sometimes I get it right. Lob web, high smash. Monfils runs, but he can't get there. 30-love. 30-love for Jannik. 30-love for Jannik. But yeah, what's up, Ralph? What's up, Andrew in the chat as well? Max, Peaches, Lexi, Joseph. What's up, Matt? Everybody knows this is the match to be. It's the stream to be. Don't forget to subscribe as well if you're new. We'll be here for way more matches. It's not just tonight. You better believe it. We'll be here for a lot more. There's a lot of exciting stuff coming to Quality Shot Tennis. I'm part of some of those things. I'm really very excited. So definitely subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget to like the video as well. It does help out the channel if you are enjoying it. But it's 30-love here for Sinner. 3 games apiece. Hour and 15 minutes into this one. Backhand from Monfils into the backhand of Sinner cross court. Backhand from Sinner into the backhand of Lamont. Forehand into the forehand of Gael, who forehand unleashed from Sinner. He's missed a few of those. He's gone for some big forehands down the line, but he's missed them. 30-15 here. 30-15. Anthony, love your energy. Keep going. I appreciate it, Features. Yeah. I try to bring the hype. Yeah, I mean, it's a privilege to me to be able to commentate such a big stream. Appreciate everybody watching. I mean, I'm a tennis fan my whole life. I've been playing tennis my whole life. I played tennis earlier today. It was the first time in like 2 weeks, but I played. 30-15 here for Jannik. Serve down the line is too good. 40-15 here. 40-15. Agree, Anthony. Yeah, I appreciate it, Top Tier. I appreciate it. I appreciate everybody joining in. It's Anthony Hirsch here on commentary. If you're enjoying it, I'm Commentary Booth on Twitter. My YouTube channel is Tennis Commentary Booth with Anthony Hirsch if you want to check me out. Tennis Commentary Booth with Anthony Hirsch. Tennis Commentary Booth on Instagram. And I'll be here for a lot more Quality Shot tennis streams as well, so don't forget to sub as well. I'll be here for a lot of the U.S. Open. I'm from the States. I'm from the U.S., so it's going to be my thing. So let's hope for some big matches. I'm super excited for Cincinnati and New York. So you don't want to miss it. If you miss it, that's on you. You got to be here. It's 40-30. I'm excited. Anthony's always pumped. That's why I like watching his streams. Yeah, I mean, come on. You got to bring the energy. 40-30. What are you doing if you don't bring the energy? 40-30 here. Sinner up. 40-30. It's a big moment here, to be fair, though. Things can change quick. It's a let down the line. It would have been an easy ace, but it's a let. Hits the tape. I've been watching tennis since mid-80s. That's crazy, Joseph. That's crazy. That's awesome, though, yeah. Backhand to the forehand of Monfils, forehand of Sinner. To the forehand of Monfils, that's huge. To the forehand of Jannik, forehand Monfils, huge. To the backhand on the defense, Jannik, deep in the court. Good defense. Forehand, catch the baseline, forehand Monfils, inside out, backhand Sinner. Forehand of Gael, backhand Sinner, into the forehand of Gael, forehand of Sinner, into the forehand of Gael, backhand. This is a long rally, backhand inside out. Gael does a Gael thing. He fist bumps to the crowd because Gael does a Gael thing. Hit the like button, that's it. Deuce. Deuce here on center serve. Levels really picked up, though. Levels really picked up. Connors, McEnroe, and Axie got me into tennis. Yeah, it's crazy. That's crazy. It's crazy. And Evert Navratilova is one of the best eras in women's tennis. That is an era of two huge players. And yeah, mid-'80s, McEnroe, Borg. Kind of the end of that. Connors was in there, too. That was a great era for men's and women's. Really was. One of the best, I would say. Back and return into the net from Gael. Advantage. Advantage to center. So great to have Lamont back in town. I was waiting. I thought I had doubts, though. I had big doubts. Monfils needs some more love. Absolutely, Zion Sheets. Hope he wins. Yeah, I appreciate you joining the stream, too, Zion Sheets. Appreciate you. We're an hour and 20 minutes into this one. And, yeah, Gael deserves more love. No doubt about it. We're at advantage to center. Look, this second set, this could get fun. This could get fun real fast. It's been a high-level match. It really has. Serve out wide is wide. Second serve here. Second serve coming here. Second serve from Jannik. Kick serve to the backhand of Monfils, backhand of Sinner, into the backhand of Gael, forehand, inside out, into the forehand of Sinner, forehand from Gael, into the forehand of Sinner, inside out, backhand Monfils. Ooh, just missed on the line. Gael nods to Sinner nods to Gael. Who's looking at his box, must have just missed. There's a replay here. Let's see how close it was. If I could see it. Just out by like 2 millimeters or so. Out by 2 millimeters or so. Out by 2 millimeters or so. 6-4, 4-3. 6-4, 4-3. I thought it was, what's his name, from True Detective, Matthew McConaughey. I thought it was McConaughey in the crowd for a second. It's a guy who looks just like McConaughey. I don't know why they're showing him. I don't know who he is. Maybe he's famous too. I have no idea. I don't know anything. I miss Axie heaps. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, Joseph. Axie is a favorite too. I love Sampras, but Axie was great too. I love Agassi's game. I'm a sucker for big hitting players who hit super big, huge returners. So yeah, Axie's book is awesome. Yes, it is. Recommend it for all tennis fans. Yeah, Axie's book is really interesting. Really compelling. Really compelling. Let's look at the stats so far. There are a few things I want to go over. It's a few things that I want to go over. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. I agree, Max. That's a really good one. That's one of the most memorable tennis books, no doubt about it. Let's look at match stats here. So anything popping out to me? Not really. Both guys not really doing well in making first serves in. Not doing well in second serve either, but they both are doing it, so not much to say. A lot of winners for Gael. That's going to help. Winners, a few too many errors for Sinner, and a lot of winners for Gael. So listen, Gael was down a break earlier in the set, and he came back. I think like 3 games in a row now. And I don't know. It's very close, very high level. But I would say that Gael could do something here. Gael could do something here. Gael could do something. I still want to go over the Cincinnati draw. I'll try to do that too. And there are a few things I want to do too. But see what happens. Four three here. Hour and 21 minutes into this one. Serve from Gael into the net. Second serve. Forehand from Sinner into the forehand of Gael. Forehand of Sinner down the line to the backhand of Gael on the slide. It's a great shot. Forehand of Sinner. The backhand of Gael is defending way behind the baseline. Center is dictating, but it's a forehand long from Monfils. Love 15. Center is 7 points away. But we're still on serve. We're still on serve. Love 15. Love 15 in this one. I've said it many times throughout the stream, but listen, the draw is super opened up. And this was always going to be a tough match. Two players playing really well. Jannik was saying a little prayer when he realized that Carlos lost. I think so. Listen, their matches are always so tense, too. They always play super tense matches. Forehand cross on the forehand of Jannik. Forehand. Drop shot. Center there into the net. 15 all. 15 all here. 15 all. Monfils, big serve out wide from Gael. Listen, this is getting fun as we get towards the end of the second set. I think you didn't watch Mansour Barami. He's a tennis wizard. Oh, no. Yeah, no, I know Barami. I know Barami well. Barami's the GOAT. Barami's the GOAT. I watched Barami play with, I think, Marion Bartoli at Wimbledon in an exhibition, mixed doubles exhibition. But Barami is the GOAT, period. People in the last stream asked me who the GOAT is. Barami. It's Mansour Barami. He's the GOAT. It's not Djokovic. It's not Federer. It's not Laver. It's not at all. It's Barami. It's Mansour Barami. He's the GOAT. Monfils is lifting. Yeah, Peaches, for sure. Monfils is lifted big time. A lot of winners, 18 winners. I'm sure a lot of them are in the set. Actually, I want to have the stats pulled up. I might as well just look. Stats for second set winners for Monfils. Let me see here. They got 8 winners for Monfils. Okay. Well, anyway, still a lot. So let's score back up here. All right, Monfils back at the line. A big moment here. Jannik has such a big chance now that Mev and Carlos are out. Absolutely. Yep. Those were my 2 big guys before this tournament started. I didn't pick center. For the tournament. Listen, you can check out my full draw preview on for the Canadian Open. I did a live stream for the Washington final, ATP 500 final between Dan Evans and Talon Greeksport, which Evans won in Washington. Big serve down the line from Gael, by the way, 4-4. Gael is sticking tough with it, and he's holding his chances for a first Masters. The draw is really wide open for everybody left. Gael is playing a really high level. We're at 4-4. But yeah, it's a big chance for everybody here. Big chance for everybody. Come on, Lamont, let's go 3. Let's see what Gael can do. Gael has that magic. Gael's got the magic. Feel like a little bit of them are working a little bit with that magic, but 4-4 here. Four, 4 here. Sinner with the second serve. The backhand of Monfils, forehand of Sinner into the forehand of Monfils, back into Sinner, cross. Forehand Monfils big into that ad side, and it's out from Sinner. It's long from Sinner. Love 15 for Gael. Gael is rising up. Why not Anthony? I don't know. I thought Sinner would do well, but I really liked how Tsitsipas was playing. I had a good feeling about Alcaraz too going into Toronto. He was on a win streak. I don't know. I just had a feeling like Sinner was going to do something during the North American hardcourt swing that was big. Maybe even win a big tournament. But I kind of thought Canada, he might not show up like he has, but I'm more than stoked that he has. So this would be so deserved. But, I mean, you can't say it's not deserved for Gael too, whatever happens. Serve down the line. Sinner backhand. That's well wide. It's love 30. Sinner with the air. We've seen that a few times. Most of them haven't come at pivotal moments. But a few too many errors from Jannik. And we're at love 30. The most actual player that's like Barami on court on Jabor. Yeah, I always say Jabor is like the Alcaraz on the women's side. She's always a crazy shot maker. Always a crazy shot maker. Like against Bencic in, where was it, Charleston? She was just, she had like a jumping tweener shot. Like, I don't know. Like, she's just, yeah, she's always in crazy shots. We saw that at Wimbledon too. Love 30 here for Monfils. Let's see what Monfils can do. Big moments. Big moments for this match. Big moments for this tournament, potentially. Listen, this is wide open. Every match now is huge in the careers of all 5 of the players left. Backhand from Monfils into the forehand. A center that's right behind the baseline, though, from Gael, 15-30. Right behind the baseline, 15-30. 15-30. We got a good one here, 15-30. We got an epic in Canada. 15-30. Center to serve. Into the net. Not a great first serve. Second serve here. He gets another chance. Big point. Big point. Big moment. Kick serve forehand. My face is massive down the line. What do I? Why am I always so weird and hype about Monfils? That's why. You kidding me? It's a forehand return out of nowhere. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. 15-40 here. Hour and 29 minutes in. He just pulls the craziest shots out of nowhere. 15-40. That was a bullet. Straight bullet from Gael. 15-40. 15-40. I did predict before the match it would be Jannik in 3. I really felt a 3-setter about this one, the way Gael's been playing. The pressure is on. Serve deep in the box. It's a forehand from Jannik. Just over the net. Backhand on the defense. Forehand into the forehand of Gael. Forehand of Jannik. Forehand of Gael. Forehand of Jannik. To the forehand of Gael. Forehand of Jannik. Inside out. It goes out. Monfils roars. 5-4 for Gael. And he gets it. He gets it. 5-4 for Gael Monfils. We're at 5-4. Wow. Gael trying to make this go 3 sets. Human highlight reel Gael. That Monfils' forehand is built different. And Monfils is built different. I mean, his crazy shots out of nowhere is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. After watching Alcaraz in Canada, I think the courts are too fast for him. The big hitters have such an advantage against him, in my opinion. I couldn't have said it better, Ashley. Canada's a bit too quick. I couldn't agree more. Canada's playing really quick this year. And Tommy Paul is one of those players who's very aggressive. He's not the biggest server around, but he's an aggressive player, and he can push Carlos back and out of position. Monfils trying to make us go 3 sets. Are you kidding me? Listen, I've only commentated on Monfils one other time. I've only done a commentary for Monfils one other time. That was Monfils versus Baez. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think I've only done it one other time. Monfils versus Baez. And that was my first really massive stream that I did for the channel. And yeah, I'll never forget that one. That was fun. That one was crazy. So anyway, 4-6, 5-4 for Monfils is about to serve. Ashley, I think that's one reason why Demon is doing so well. He plays well on a fast court. That's true too. Yeah, he does well on indoor courts. He does well on faster courts. Yeah, it's really showing in the players that are left. Sinner likes a fast court. Demonor likes a fast court. Tommy Paul likes a fast court. Davidovich Fokina is kind of an outlier in that. But who else is left? Who did I not name? Monfils, Sinner, Fokina, Demonor. And it's Demonor versus Fokina. Monfils, Sinner, Paul. Paul, Demonor, Monfils, and Sinner like faster courts. And yeah, Fokina's kind of the outlier. By the way, crowd is booing. Guys getting into the stadium late. 5-4. 5-4. All right, let's see what happens next. Serve from Gael is out. Second serve. Big moment here. Big moment here. Listen, everybody feels like Jannik is the big favorite. Second serve is an ace out wide. Perfect angle. Monfils has that look in his eye. He came in here motivated from the very first point. He had an absolute bullet of a forehand to start us off. Statement forehand. He's come to play. 15 love. Serve out wide, center backhand into the net. 30 love. 30 love here. 30 love here. Monfils wins the point. Why the score update is too slow. Sorry if it is. It should be on time. Well, we're always pretty much on time. 30 love here for Gael. Serve down the line is too good. We're at 40 love. We're at 40 love. 11:21 p.m. Eastern, and Rybakina Kazakhina just taking the court in Montreal. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Medvedev's loss really shocked me. The demon just sticks around. He makes you beat him. Absolutely. All right, all eyes on this. Serve down the line. We're going 3 sets in Canada. We're going 3 sets in Canada. Sinner taking on Monfils. Both guys trying to get their first Masters title. 15 years separate them. Both guys won a Masters title as bad as anything, and both guys have shown up to play. Y'all better be here for the third set. We're just getting started. You've been to any majors? Asked Joseph. When I was super young. Actually, the last, so I went to the Atlanta Open. I'll tell some stories from that too. I went to the Atlanta Open this year. And I'll say some stories from that. I got to interview some players, which was crazy. Taylor Fritz, Kei Nishikori. There's a vlog on the channel about that. But we're here for a third set. Monfils takes the second set. Listen, whoever wins this match, you feel like they might win the whole thing. I mean, not necessarily at all. But it's de Minaur versus Fokina in the other semi. So this is a big match. Now this is a match, absolutely. And it's a big match for Jannik. It's a big match for Gael. It's just a big match. The night is young. The night is young, and we're just getting started. We're just getting started. It's Anthony here for QualityShot Tennis. We're getting hype as whatever in the third set. The night is young, not in America. No, we're just getting started. It's 11:25 p.m., but we're just getting started here. We're just getting started. Appreciate all y'all joining in. We'll be here for the rest of this one. Don't forget to sub if you haven't already. We have a lot more stuff coming. Cincinnati, U.S. Open. Just more tournaments in general. We are here year-round. QualityShot Tennis. It's where you want to be for the tennis stuff. Great channel. I was a fan of it even before I started commentating. We're just a great channel. And, yeah, it's Monfils takes the second set. By the way, I got the Cincinnati draw open. I haven't looked at it whatsoever. I'm going to look over it in real time on the changeover of the second set. But yeah, Monfils takes the second set. This is a match now. I felt like it was 3 sets. Before the match started, I said Jannik would win in 3 sets. This is a major chance for Jannik. We'll see if he can do it. This would be a major upset from Gael, who's like 262nd in the world, something. So 276 in the world. Yeah, let me look at the draw. Yeah, Djokovic plays the winner of Fokina and Echeverry in Cincinnati. de Minaur versus Wolf. That's crazy. 2 players I saw in Atlanta. Sinner maybe plays Francisco Cerundolo. That could be a tough match. Fritz Sinner could be a third round. Bottom half is crazy. Sinner Djokovic quarterfinals. Are you kidding me? Monfils is there against Norrie. Monfils Djokovic could be a third round. Zverev Dimitrov. Dimitrov is kind of going under the radar. I think he might do some. He's had a lot of tough draws. Berrettini plays FAA. That's a tough match for FAA. I feel like Berrettini might get it. And then the winner of that one might play Rune in the third round. Medvedev there. He might play Rune. That's just the bottom. All the players I just named are bottom half. All right, we're here for the third set. Squash shot, volley. Monfils there on the run. Lob way up high, goes long. Center back to fist bumping. Let's see what Jannik can do. Anthony have to jump up. Thanks for the stream. Keep up your energy. I'll try. See you soon, QualityShot Tennis fan. See you soon, Peach. I hope you pick up for more of them. I picked Sinner to win the title. That's a good pick. That's a good pick, Jannik. Sorry. That's a good pick, Joseph. Yannick's not in the chat. That'd be crazy. He's on the court. 15 love here. Serve is long. 15 love. Now we got a match, and now we got a stream. Beginning of this third set. 15 love. 15 love. Kick serve, back into Monfils, forehand of Sinner into the forehand of Gael, forehand of Sinner, cross in the forehand of Gael. It's in the net. It's big, but in the net. 30 love. Yeah, what else? Top half of Cincinnati. What we got? top half of Cincinnati. Alcaraz could play Isner in the first round. Isner's kind of on a decline though. Alcaraz and Ruud could be a quarterfinal. I don't know. This is bottom heavy for sure. Rublev, Rusevori, Hachnov is in there. He was playing amazing tennis before he had a health problem, had to get out of Wimbledon. Tsitsipas is there. Rublev, Tsitsipas could be a rematch of that ATP Finals match. But yeah, this is so bottom heavy. It's actually funny. The bottom half is crazy in Cincinnati. All right, center about to serve here. 30 love. Backhand to the backhand of Jannik. Backhand of Gael. Up into the forehand of Jannik as a drop shot. We haven't seen a lot of that. Gael is there with speed, but it's 40 love. This is what Sinner can do, and this is why Sinner is a top-tier player, because he really has that top-tier flair about him. He's very consistent. He knows when to pick up. He needs to improve on the killer instinct big time. But he's done better this year. Up until Monte Carlo, he was doing better. He, like I said, he beat Rublev. He had dismantled Rublev, who would go on to win Monte Carlo in Miami, like 6-2, 6-1 or something, 6-3, 6-1. He beat Fritz in Indian Wells, beat Tsitsipas in Rotterdam, beat Alcaraz, world number 1 in Miami. He's had some good wins this year, and but Sinner does need to improve on that killer instinct. Let's see if he can finish this match off if he has the chance. Back and cross the backhand slice of Jannik, forehand to the forehand down the line of Jannik. What a shot! Backhand down the line. Does Gael make that? No way. 40-15. One of the points of the match so far. Wow. The crowd is loving it too. Backhand down the line. What a shot. Is that a close thriller match? If you're talking about this one, it is. Yeah. I don't know if you're talking about another one. Ralph, come on, Sinner. That's it. Let's go, Jannik. I wish Monfils or Tommy could win the title. I'm a big fan of both of them too. I'm a fan of everybody left, to be honest. So, but yeah. Italian assassin being foreign. Yeah, I'm a Carota boy, though. Backhand into the backhand of Jannik, cross court. 1-0. 1-0. I guess I'm a Carota boy. But it's 1-0. An hour and 40 minutes in. Got to get the costume. I'm a fan of both, though. This is the only sport in the world where we play in the middle of the night. Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's crazy when it's stuff like in, what was it? Where was it where Zverev played that one time against Brooksby, where it went like 3 hours, like they finished at like 5 a.m. The match before Zverev, like an idiot, slammed his racket into the umpire chair and nearly hit the umpire. It was the match, but it was that whatever that tournament was. It finished at like 5 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, that tournament, that's bad. But I like the long thrillers. I mean, Alcaraz Sinner was amazing. I mean, the crowd still stayed to 250. But yeah, we certainly shouldn't be starting matches in the middle of the night. That's terrible and that's stupid. And the players need to have the respect too. I mean, this is an entertainment thing, but I also don't like tennis just being seen as a product or just as a whatever, just as a thing to like kind of sell. You know, the players are people too. We got to respect that. But it's 1-0. It's 1-0 here for Jannik. 1-0 here for Jannik. Gael to serve. Yeah, we got to be sensible with the scheduling too. No doubt about it. Serve into the backhand of Jannik. Forehand of Gael down the line. That's massive. Jannik is there though. No, it goes just long with the backhand. Marian Kokkinakis, this year Australian Open was late, Joseph. Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was one of the matches of the year. That might be the match. No, well, I guess Alcaraz Djokovic beat it now, but that was the match of the year for a while. I mean, some might say it is, but it's hard to beat Alcaraz Djokovic. It's always hard to beat a major final. And when it had the stakes on it, like it did, the historic value and also just the level that it brought between the two best players in the world. Forehand inside out, Gael there at the backhand, but it's in the net, 15-all. But that match was crazy. I woke up at like 11 o'clock or like 10 o'clock in the States, and I couldn't believe that a match at the Australian Open was still being played. I was like, what is going on? Yeah, it's 15-all here. 15-all. Serve down the line, backhand from Jannik, backhand from Gael into the forehand of Jannik. Forehand of Jannik, that's a lob. That's the hands of Jannik. He returns a smash. What a point. Backhand to the backhand of Jannik with the pass. Jannik's just a big hitter. Jannik's just a big hitter. Watch that point. Jannik's got the skills too. He got the hands and he's got the defense. That was a great winner. Down the line, 15-30. Jannik turning up the heat with the hands and the skills that he possesses. That was a great lob. Return the smash. Amazing athleticism to get there off the stretch. And then just the racket control to hit the backhand perfectly down the line. It's 15-30 here. Serve serve out wide. We're at 30-all for Gael. Gael's still hanging in close, though. Gael's still hanging in close. Monfils, come on. That's it. We got in the chat. We got Gopal, Kata. Shout out all y'all. MD. We got Ralph Lawrence. We got Med. We got, who else we got? We got Peaches. Peaches a goat on the tennis YouTube scene. Matt Hill, who's part of QualityShot Tennis now, which is great. We got Zion Sheets. Thanks to everybody who joined in. Couldn't get to everybody, but we got a lot of people in here. So shout out to everybody. It's a backhand long. Monfils gets to 40-30. Monfils gets to 40-30. Hope you guys are enjoying it. 40-30. Gael trying to get to one game apiece. Oh, that's a big serve out wide. One game apiece. One game apiece. Gael ties it up. We have a third set on our hands. I have the Rybakina Dasha match updates on our Twitter site. Nice. I am calling 3 sets, and this ends up being one of the greatest days. Well, in tennis history, it is, ain't it? It is, ain't it? Guys, yeah, good to have you. Good to have you. By the way, some of the semifinals in that could be Medvedev versus Djokovic or Sinner, could be a semifinal in Cincinnati. Rublev or Tsitsipas versus Alcaraz or Ruud. So I guess Tsitsipas versus Alcaraz, or hopefully Rublev versus Alcaraz or something, because Tsitsipas Alcaraz stopped being exciting this year. But yeah, I'll go over the women's Cincinnati draw too. I'm looking at this for the first time. But it's one game piece here. I'll do that on the next changeover. And I'll say some Atlanta Open stories too. I keep saying that I'll do that, so I'll do that. Gael backhand drop shot from, Monfils is on the ground. I hope he's okay. Monfils with a thumbs up right away. That scared me for a second. Scared me for a minute. Monfils just waves off to his crowd. I really do hope he's okay, though. Listen, Gael is trying out there. Gael plays an athletic game. For Gael to be playing so physical, so athletic, at 37 years old, that was very great athleticism from Gael to not get injured. Gael very quickly just avoids getting his feet. Just very quickly gets his legs into position, gives a wry smile to his box or something. But he says that he's okay. Gael good with a thumbs up. 15 love. It's like a gladiator battle out there, the way the crowd is cheering. 15 love. 15 love. Sinner taking on Monfils. Another serve coming. It's Jannik with the serve out wide. It's out. Monfils backhand to the center, backhand cross to the backhand of Monfils. Center forehand down the line. That's good. Monfils nearly there at the backhand, but that's strong from center. 30 love. Strong from Jannik. Strong from Jannik. Strong from Jannik. Yeah, I'll look over the Cincinnati women's draw. I don't know a single match in the women's draw. So I'll look over that in real time, react to that. But my reaction to Cincinnati is it's very bottom heavy. I'll take another quick glance at it. Maybe give a prediction out, but I have no idea. 40 love. It was hard to predict Canada. All the seeds lost. All the seeds lost in Canada. It's crazy. I mean, Paul, Sinner, Demon, they're still left, but there's no top 7 seed left in the tournament. Sinner is the highest. Sinner bouncing the ball, 40 love. Some quick games at the start of the set. Forehand return to the forehand of Jannik inside out. That's too strong from Jannik. We've seen some powerful forehands in this match so far. Okay, so women's side, Swiatek and could play Garcia. Garcia has not been informed, but I believe she'll be back. I think Garcia will find her results again, but it's just not been there for our WTA Finals curse. It's kind of a real thing. Venus takes on Kudermetova. That's pretty interesting. Vondrousova plays Siniakova. Swiss teenager Nayev plays against Potapova. Rybakina could be playing against Goff. Bencic is in there. Ostapenko, Samsonova. Wow, Kvitova. Shout out section 2 of the women's draw. That could be huge. Sakari and Pagula, Muhova, Haddad Maya on the third side. Keys takes on Mertens. Brady takes on Vekic. Svitolina takes on Wozniacki. Are you kidding me? Sabalenka could take on one of them in the third round, if not If not Kazatkina, Jabeur is in there. Jabeur Sabalenka could be a rematch of Wimbledon. Of what could be the match of the year so far, Jabeur Sabalenka semifinals of Wimbledon. Jabeur Sabalenka semifinals of Wimbledon could be the match of the year so far. Let me know in the chat. What do you think is the women's match of the year so far? I know we're watching Monfils Sinner, but just real quick while I'm on the women's draw. What's your women's match of the year so far? Just quickly touch upon that because I think that's an interesting question. Krejcikova, Azarenka. Yeah, listen, Swiatek is playing really well in Canada this week. I would watch out for Goff. She played really well in Washington. Rybakina is playing really well. I don't know. Samsonova is somebody to look out for. Should be interesting. This should be an interesting one. Sabalenka could still do something even though she had a disappointing run in Canada. Yeah, anyway. All right, we're 2-1 here. Sinner taking on Monfils. I don't know. I'm still back in Sabalenka. I think Sabalenka might do something. I kind of have Sabalenka. Eyes are off of her. She kind of has the pressure off, especially if she beats Jabeur in the quarters. I'm sure that'll give her confidence. I don't know. In the bottom section, I could easily see her making the final here. Listen, the women's draw is top heavy. The men's draw is bottom heavy, which means that the top half of the women's draw is much stronger. In my opinion, everything is my opinion. But yeah, anyway, 2-1 here for Jannik. Back to this one. Serve from Monfils out wide. Forehand return from Jannik. Forehand down the line. That's a huge winner from Monfils. Huge winner from Monfils. Saba heaps of double faults. Yeah, that can get away from her though. That can get away from her. Madrid final, says Terry. That's mine too. Madrid final is my favorite too. It's either that or Jabeur Sabalenka semifinal, but Muhova Sabalenka RG was really good too. But it's either that or the Wimbledon semi. Ooh, Monfils goes for a huge forehand inside in, but he goes for a little bit too much. He's made that shot a lot, but he hits just wide, 15-all. Madrid final, that was a really good one. Sabalenka Rybakina Aussie Open final. Yeah, I mean, that's a classic. That one, I would say that's like mildly overrated. I know that was a great match, but the thing about that match is that it was very high level. It was a major final. That one got me very excited for what the rest of the season was going to be like because Swiatek was the queen. She was the person of 2022. That was a very high-level major final. It got us very excited for the rest of the year, but I kind of think Madrid was the best one. Sabalenka beating Swiatek in a clay final, in a big clay final. I mean, that's crazy. Sabalenka Rybakina is crazy, don't get me wrong, but I think Madrid was way better. I think Madrid was better. I also like Jabeur Sabalenka better, but those are my two favorites, but Sabalenka Rybakina is probably number 3. Monfils forehand into the backhand of Jannik. Down the middle into the forehand of Monfils. Forehand into the forehand of Gael. Forehand of Jannik into the forehand of Gael. Forehand of Jannik. Forehand of Monfils. We're going do side. They're not quitting. Okay, ad side Monfils. It's a backhand. They're hitting from the back. Big point. Forehand inside out. Backhand of Sinner. Forehand of Monfils. Long rally. Drop shot of Sinner into the net. 30-all. Sinner decide to give in early. And it's 30-all here. 30-all in this one. 30-all, 20-shot rally, I think it says. That's crazy. That is crazy. $30 here. Alette from Monfils Gasaba. Yeah, I mean, that's my favorite too. That's the best match of the year in my opinion. That match, Sabalenka played absolutely incredible, and that third set was unbelievable between the two players. I mean, the 2-1 game in that match, if you saw that in the third set, that was unbelievable. Anyway, we're here in Toronto on the men's side, and it is a classic in Toronto. High level the whole time, and it's Monfils taking on Sinner. Both guys want a Masters bad. And it kind of feels like urgent for both. It's miles more urgent for Gael. It's not urgent for Jannik. He is going to win a Masters in his career, but it just feels like he's had so many chances that he just hasn't taken a backhand in the net from Jannik. It's 40-30 for Gael, but it's Gael who has to feel like this is his chance if he's going to ever do it. Nobody left in the draw has won their first Masters. It's 40-30. We got almost 100 people. We got over 80 people on the stream. It's showing me here. Let's keep it up. Let's keep it going. 40-30 here. Appreciate you all joining in for a classic in Toronto. We're watching it live. Backhand to the backhand of Gael. It's in the net, though. We're at deuce. A chance for Jannik to break away. A small chance. Small chance. Monfils here serving out 1-2 deuce. 1-2 deuce. Serve out wide, forehand of Jannik, backhand from Jannik into the backhand of Monfils. Kind of an awkward shot. It's a forehand from Jannik. The forehand of Gael, forehand of Jannik into the forehand of Gael, backhand Jannik, cross on the backhand of Gael, forehand of Jannik. That's massive into the backhand of Gael, forehand, massive into the forehand of Gael. Big forehand down the line from center. Let's go, Jannik. Jannik gets the break point. Jannik bringing up the heat, and that is why people think Jannik should be winning Masters. Out of nowhere, Jannik, with the amazing athleticism, just finds it. Just jumps up off the legs, and with a huge forehand down the line, Jannik finds it. And he's at advantage for a break point. He's at advantage for a break point. 1-2. Serve into the net. Serve into the forehand of Jannik. It's in the net, though. It's in the net. It's in the net. It's in the net. Good for Gael, though. Love that scream, Anthony. Anthony, you should sing that song. Just kidding. Eye of the Tiger. I mean, that song, I don't know. I'm not really feeling that song. It's all good. All right, deuce. I'm good. I'm here to commentate. First serve into the net. Second serve coming here for Gael. Second serve coming here for Gael. It's a tight match. This has been tight as tight gets. Forehand from Jannik. Listen, sometimes tight means that both players have played bad. Both players have played great. I mean, I'm realizing more and more that we've seen a really high level in this match. I mean, listen, both guys haven't made a whole lot of first serves compared to what they should be. I mean, both guys haven't been doing well on second serve, although you can chalk it up to the return skills of both players. But it's been a lot of winners, and it's been a high-level match from both, very determined from both sides. It's a game point for Monfils, who's first serve into the net. This is a big moment here. Gael needs to get out of this game. Gael's got to get out of this game. Serve out wide is a let. It's a tight match. Backhand from Jannik into the forehand of Gael. Forehand from Jannik into the forehand of Gael. Forehand backhand of Jannik into the backhand of Gael. Forehand of Jannik into the forehand of Gael. Forehand Jannik. That's huge again. The onslaught of Jannik Sinner is on display here, and he is showing up with the forehands. Showing up with the fear hands, the fearsome forehand of Jannik. We're here at 1-2 deuce. 1-2 deuce. The Italian taking on the Frenchman. It's been a while since we've seen a French player win a big tournament. It's been a long time. This is a chance for Gael, and it's a chance for Gael in general. Let's see what Gael can do, though. Gael is still way in this match, and he's shown up with a great level, which is a great sign for the rest of the year, too. It's great to see Gael back. We're at deuce. We're at deuce here. We are at deuce. Serve from Gael into the forehand of Jannik. Pick up from Gael. Forehand from Jannik. Back to where Gael is, though, but it's too much for Gael, who is a backhand into the net. Sinner is much more used to this moment than Gael is, and is that going to make the difference? Sinner's been knocking on the door more and more and more for a Masters title. Listen, Gael is, I'm sure that's on his mind, too, whether for better or worse. But Gael isn't really knocking at the door for Masters titles. It's more like he used to be. Then everybody kind of brushed him aside. Then 10 years later, he's just slamming through the doors like, hey, I'm still here. Sinner's been close to this position before. He's at advantage, but he's lost a lot of tight matches. We're in here. We're in one right now. The mentality of Sinner is under a microscope. Let's see what it shows. Serve coming from Gael. Serve into the forehand of Jannik. Right off the baseline. It's a chance for Jannik. Backhand to the forehand of Gael. He hits it long. It's 3-1 for the young Italian, the younger of the two players on the court. By a 15-year gap, gets the break. It's 3-1. We saw this in the second set, though. Sinner was up a break, and Monfils broke back. Listen, Sinner hasn't been rock solid on serve. He's been clutch when he's needed to. That's been a story for Sinner in the couple matches he's played in this tournament. He's been clutch on serve when he's needed to. We're 23 minutes into this third set. It's 3-1 for Jannik, what would be a massive win for Jannik. Shout out Gael, whatever happens. Quarterfinals of a Masters at 37 years old. Playing as well as he has, it's no joke. It's Sinner with the serve at 3-1. Big serve down the line. We got over 100 people in the stream. Let's keep it going. 3-1 for Jannik. I appreciate all y'all joining in. It's 3-1 here for Jannik on the serve. Kick serve into the backhand of Gael, backhand of Sinner, cross into the backhand of Gael, forehand of Sinner. That goes wide, though. Sinner's got to be clutch. He's got to get away from those errors. That can happen to Jannik. Why even America has a lot of good tennis players. They're not great as the Williams sisters and Arthur Ashe. It's a great question. I mean, we had A-Rod. We had Andy Roddick, who was a fantastic player, world number 1. But, yeah, recently it really hasn't been great for America. I don't have a good answer for you. There's no real good answer. But, yeah, we haven't had – American tennis hasn't been there like it used to be. I mean, tennis has become more global, which is fantastic. It's phenomenal that it has. Very good. But in terms of American tennis not being part of that and not being at the forefront of it, I don't have a good answer for you. I mean, we don't really have many great clay players. We had Agassi doing well on clay courts. Among some other players, Michael Chang, we don't really have a lot of clay courts and a lot of clay specialty in the U.S., so that could be one thing. But I really don't have a good answer for you. But we're seeing more depth on the American side. We're seeing them do better at the big tournaments. Fritz won Indian Wells. They're doing better at the slams. We'll see what happens at the U.S. Open. It's been exactly 20 years since an American man won a major. But yeah, anyway, 3-1 here, 15-all. Serve out wide, center forehand into the forehand of Gael. That crosses into the backhand of Jannik. Forehand of Gael into the backhand of Jannik. Cross court, backhand of Gael to the backhand of Jannik. Forehand of Gael. Forehand of Sinner. The forehand of Gael. That goes long, though. 30-15 for Jannik. It's 30-15 for Jannik. I personally think women's tennis has been the best it's been in a long time, no doubt. I mean, it's been a while. I agree. Women's tennis is in a great place, and it's very exciting. Not just the rivalries at the top of the sport with Rybakina, Sabalenka, and Swiatek. It's also the depth in the sport right now, whether it's players like Samsonova, Alexandrova, who are older, or players like Mira Andreeva, who are super young. Women's tennis is in a great spot. It truly is so. Serve from Jannik, out wide, back in from Gael, goes out, 40-15. 40-15 here. Jannik with the momentum, and Jannik with the lead. Hey, today Tommy Paul beat number 1 Carlitos. Not too bad. Not too bad. Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome. Yeah, great win for Paul. 2-1 over Carlos. It's a double fault from Jannik. He's got to be careful. Things can change on a dime. Things can change on a time. On the men's side, there's a lot of depth, just not a lot of slam winners, I think. Yeah, the top 10 in tennis on the men's side isn't the most amazing it's ever been, in my opinion. Goff and Pegula are good. I think Coco's going to win a couple slams at least. Yeah, for sure. I think so. Oh, you're talking American tennis. Yeah. There's a lot of depth, but not a lot of slam winner potential. Yeah, I agree with that. Let's see how Sebi Korda does over his career. Tommy Paul, Tiafoe as well. But it's Taylor Fritz, so I think has to be the hope. The biggest hope of all of them. 40-30 here. But Korda could pick up. Still very young. Kick serve. It's a let. Almost hits Monfils. It's a let. 40-30 here. Serve from center. Kick deep into the backhand of Monfils. That's a backhand down the line. It's missed from Jannik. We're at deuce. Jannik is at 40-15. Jannik is asking for get something from his box. He's saying, come on, get something for me. Get something. We're at deuce. We're at 3-1 and deuce. Carlos losing, chat winning. Yeah, fair. Yeah, I mean, I like Paul too. Okay, back to sleep. Isn't it like 5 a.m.? You're like saying the Inmo lady. You're like in the last stream. You're like it's 3 a.m. You're and now you're just showing up out of nowhere. Go back to sleep. I appreciate you joining into the stream though. So forehand into the backhand sliding of Gael. Forehand into the forehand of Gael. Forehand into the backhand of Gael into the backhand of Jannik. Backhand of Gael into the backhand of Jannik. It's a big point. Backhand to the backhand. It's a backhand from Gael, the Italian, into the backhand of the Frenchman. Just misses the baseline. And that's all it takes. We're at 3-1 advantage. Go Monfils, says an unknown girl. Let's see what Monfils can do. We got a big one here. I'm a big fan of both. 7 a.m. Yeah, it's crazy. We got a big stream here. I appreciate you all joining in. 7 a.m. 3-1 here. 3-1. I appreciate you joining in. You're a real one for that. For joining into the stream. That's crazy. Advantage here for Jannik. We're at advantage. Advantage here for Jannik. A second serve here coming. No, yeah. It's advantage for Jannik. Let's see what he can do. Forehand from Monfils, cross into forehand of Jannik. Forehand down the line, but it's in the net. 4-1. It's not the net. Center looks as determined as ever. That look in his eye. Looks at his box. Fist pumps. 4-1 for Center. It's 4-1 for Center. Let's go Jannik. Jannik getting it done. 4-1. Soon 8 a.m. That's crazy. Shout out to everybody in the chat. I am Med, unknown girl, Katsia. We got Idemo lady at 7 a.m. watching on. It's a true goat. Matt. Also got Max and Joseph. Shout out everybody in the chat. Terry. We got a lot of people on the stream. We got over 100 people on stream. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We're trying to hit 40 likes by the end of the stream. We'll be here for the U.S. Open. We got a lot of stuff coming up. We really do. We got a lot of stuff in the works. We'll be streaming for the U.S. Open. I'm hoping to do a lot of streams for the U.S. Open. Hoping we got like a Sinner Alcaraz match, more fun matches. Medvedev, Alcaraz, Djokovic, Cincinnati, and U.S. Open are gonna be crazy. So definitely stick around. QualityShot tennis. We got going here. No, you are not. Well, I think Sinner can beat Paul. That's it. He can beat Paul for sure. They're 1-1 in their head-to-head. Name is Saturn. Okay. Okay, I'll call you Saturn then. I don't know. I'm just reading the names out of the chat. Unknown girl goes hard though. I like that name. Okay, so women's draw here. I'm looking at the women's draw for Cincinnati. So I'm predicting Sabalenka wins Cincinnati, and I'm not always the one who makes super ambitious guesses for the Masters. I know Sabalenka is kind of a weird guess, but I think Sabalenka brings it back and gets it done in Cincinnati. I said Alcaraz would win in Canada. It wasn't a very ambitious guess, but I was wrong anyway. But I picked Alcaraz. For the men's side, it's hard to say. I reckon Djokovic might. Medvedev is a good shout. I kind of don't think Alcaraz is going to, although he might. I think he's going to go deeper than Canada, but I kind of don't think Alcaraz will. It's hard to say. Djokovic is going to be hungry coming back. I don't know. I'll have to think more about it. Okay, but we're at 4-1 for Sinner here. Backhand into the forehand of Monfils. Monfils' legs are looking he's looking a little bit slower in the legs. And he's kind of rushing here, right back at the line, 15-love. Who do you think will win, Monfils or Sinner? I got Jannik. I picked Jannik in 3 sets at the start of the match. It's looking right. We'll see what happens though. Forehand cross into the forehand of Monfils, backhand to the backhand of Gael. That's huge down the line from Gael, 30-love. I mean, both these guys have the magic shot making. This has been a classic. It's been a very high-level match. I always tend to get a little bit overexcited when I'm on stream. It's probably not a classic, but it's been a good one. It's been a good one. I can't do anything about it. I get excited. It's been good though. Hey, what's up, Lexi? Still got you in the chat. I refuse to get excited until we're at match point. We're right there with you, Katya. I'm right there with you. Nothing's won, especially against Monfils. Wow, Sinner, nice one. Yeah, 4-1. This has been a high-level match from Gael, who's really picked up. It's great to see him At the level that we've seen him, I'd love to see, even if he doesn't get it done here, I'd love for him to keep going. I got a crazy stat about Monfils too that I'll tell you after this. It's a forehand long from Sinner. It's 40-15. Monfils W, absolutely. Win or lose, it's a W for Gael because he's quarterfinals of a Masters at 37. Showing up with this level again. I hope that they keep it going. By the way, first serve percentage is 41% for both. I'm saying it's a high-level match. That's abysmal. 41% first serve percentage is almost unheard of on the men's tour or on the professional circuit in general. So that's for the pros, that's just completely unheard of. 34 minutes into this third set, 4-2. By the way, a stat about Gael Monfils. Monfils, this is crazy. So get ready. This is kind of crazy. Gael Monfils has reached an ATP final. He's reached an ATP final every single year since 2005. I'll repeat it again. Gael Monfils has reached an ATP final every single year since 2005. He's right at the top of the stat for consecutive years reaching ATP finals. If he wins it this year, he's going to be like at the top of the stat, tied with Djokovic. So I'm happy to see him back at this level because if he reaches a final this year, he'll be at the top of the stat, tied with Djokovic and Connors. So anybody, any player in history, that's Monfils would be right at the top of the stat. With everything Monfils has brought to the sport, he deserves at least one stat. That'd be crazy. But yeah, 17, 18 straight years reaching an ATP final. Not a single year in that time span where he didn't reach a final. But yeah, love 15 here for Monfils. It's great to see him back in level. Need to get that up plus 20% at least. Yeah, you want at least 60%. If you can, you want at least 70%. That's kind of how I go by. 70% is the goal. 60% is what has to be the bar minimum. 41% is way low. Sinner with the serve. Down the line, 15-all. This is interesting, though. Can Sinner finish Monfils off? Listen, all the pressure is on Sinner against a high-level Gael Monfils. A high-level Gael Monfils is no joke. It's no joke. It's 15-all here. And chat knows I'm a Sinner fan. Hopefully I'm not been too biased or whatever. Because, listen, I love Monfils, too. I'd be happy for the guy if he gets the win, too. I'd be so happy for the guy. So don't think I'm biased or nothing, like commentating. I'm just happy for whoever wins it, but I am a Sinner fan, so just trying my best. But I'm a lifelong fan of Monfils too. I like both guys, so anybody who you're rooting for, it's all cool. It's a backhand from Monfils into the backhand of Jannik, backhand of Monfils into the forehand. Jannik, that's huge to the forehand of Gael. Forehand of Gael into the backhand of Sinner. Backhand cross the backhand of Monfils. It's in the net, though, 30-15. It's in the net, 30-15 at 4-2. Monfils is bringing this game. Let's see. Still in it. Let's see. Well, I watched Wimbledon finally with you. It'd be more fun. I cried river for Nole. Yeah, it was heartbreaking for the Nole fans for sure. It's heartbreaking for the Nole fans. Yeah, join in for more streams. I'd love to do more. I'd love to do a major final on the men's side. Commentate for that, and I'd love to do so many things. It would be so. I'm excited for the future. Hopefully, I got other stuff too, but I hope to keep going in the space and keep doing it. But anyway, it's 4-2 for 40-15 for Jannik. It will be a real chalk if Monfils do the comeback. Not sure what you mean by a real chalk, but yeah, it would be insane for sure. 40-15. No crazier than his comeback against Baez, though. That's really one of the best comebacks I've ever watched. Like 100 winners on the way, too. Gets that down like 4-0 and a break point, 3 breaks, whatever. That was crazy. 40-15 here for Sinner. Serve. Kick serve into the backhand of Gael, backhand of Jannik, into the backhand of Gael, backhand of Jannik, into the backhand of Gael, backhand Jannik. Cross in the backhand of Gael. That's going to be long. 5-2 for Jannik. It's a 5-2 for Jannik. Wow. Listen, shout out Gael Monfils. This is an amazing run for him anyway. This is going to put Gael right back on the radar. Like I said, he's 276th in the world. He really hasn't had the results to back it up. He had that amazing match in RG where he came back, but he had to retire in the second round. I mean, this has been a weird season for Gael. He's only coming back. But listen, I've been seeing it, though. He's been improving and improving. There's no doubt about it. He's been improving and improving. Yeah, he played a good match against Kakanakis in Atlanta. By the way, I still haven't. I got to say some stories from Atlanta. I said I was going to. I'll try to do it right before we wrap up. But I played a high level match against Kakanakis, and then last week in Washington, he reached the round 16. He beat Bublik in Washington. He only lost to Talon Greeksport, who reached the final. Greeksport beat Fritz, and Greeksport's been playing amazing all year. So maybe choke. No. It's not a. Or do you think for Sinner? I hope not. 100% choke. I hope not. We've seen that before from Jannik. I hope not. Shock. What do you mean, Josip? What are you referring to? But I did pick Jannik in 3 sets. I don't think this particularly surprised me. But 2 hours and 12 minutes into this one. I appreciate everybody who's on the stream too. We have 5-2 here for Sinner. 5-2 here for Sinner. I came back. Thank you, Minoris, for gifting me a membership. Hey, shout out Minoris with the gifting a membership to Max. Monfils here serving at 2-5. 2 hours and 12 minutes in. Gael is known to do amazing comebacks, and he'll have the motivation. Does he have the legs? And does he have enough against what's also been a high-level Jannik Sinner? Forehand into the net from Sinner. And does Sinner have enough to finish this off? 15 love for Gael. 15 love for Gael. 15 love for Gael. Backhand from Jannik into the forehand of Gael down the middle. Jannik somehow improvises a slice. Ooh, shot hits the tape from Gael, but goes back on his side. 15 all. No worries, man. Yeah. No problem. 15 all here. Yeah, Joseph just didn't know what you meant. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see if Sinner can finish this off. It could get close. It could get close at 15 all. But I appreciate you all being here. Joseph, Met. We got Pooja in the chat as well. Got Saturn in the chat. Got a lot of people in here. So thank you all for joining in. It's 15:30 here. Sinner's really picked up level as match has gone on too, and that's a great side for Jannik. Gael, this really feels kind of empty for Gael because we don't know if he'll be back at this position. Gael, always just a magician on the court. It's an ace down the line from Gael. He still has life in this match. Gael always with the shot making, always with the comebacks, with that crazy mentality. And his peak level is really strong with the power he has off the ground, his shot making abilities, his speed. But it's Jannik who's 2 points away. Backhand from Gael into the forehand of Jannik. Chance for Jannik to take advantage. Backhand. Gael on the defense. Forehand inside out. That's a good shot. Forehand from Gael. Jannik leaves it. Gael fist bumps. Jannik left it. That had so much spin on it. I thought it was going out too. But Jannik definitely had a play on it, and he just left it. That's like an inch in. Catches the back of the line. It catches the back of the line. It's done. G is off. He won't be back. Okay, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Counting Monfils out is a mistake. Even if he doesn't, it's a mistake. Let's see what happens. It's 40-30 here for Gael. Serve into the backhand of Sinner. That's a great shot. Catch the sideline. Slice. Back into the backhand of Gael. Backhand of Sinner. To the backhand of Gael. It just looks like Gael's legs are off. I mean, he just went for that shot off the backhand. It's deuce here. Sinner's 2 points away. Even if Gael has the mentality, I'm not sure he has the legs. He's not looking super tired, but he's just looking ever so slightly off, and he's got to do a comeback here. Similar situation at the French Open, though, against Baez, but it's going to be tough. It's 2 points away for Jannik to reach his, what would that be? Fifth Masters semifinal. Good serve for Gael down the line. He's trying to get to 5-3. Good serve from Gael down the line. He's trying to get to 5-3. Let's see Sinner try to serve this out. 5-2 advantage. We've seen Sinner serving out for matches and not being able to do it. War flashbacks. Monfils forehand. It goes long. Deuce. It goes long. Deuce. Hello, Faison. Anthony, long time no see. Faison is sleeping. There's no way he's awake for this. But I appreciate Nihar. Glad to have you. Always good to have you in the chat. I always enjoyed having you in the chat. And a couple of the other streams. So good to have you, Nihar. And everybody joining in too. Backhand off the return, but it's too much pace on the serve from Gael. Gael is making out of the service game. Whatever it takes, Australia versus France. That's it, Pooja. That's it. Australian taking off Frenchman. Let's see how this one closes out. Two very skilled players. Monfils' skill is just unbelievable. And when he's at his best, he plays really well. It's been a great match from both. Serve down the line. Sinner, a good forehand return, but it's Monfils with the forehand. Big forehand down the line. Monfils escapes, and it's the crowd that cheers. We're at 5-3. Like I said, the draw has opened up. Tommy Paul, Alex Demonor, who else? Davidovich Fokina, Monfils, Sinner. Those are the guys left in the draw. One of those guys is winning their first Masters title. This is a big match. Both guys want their first Masters title. Monfils has been to 3 Masters final. He's never won a Masters title. Can he come back somehow? It's a long shot. But it's Jannik Sinner who's been knocking at the door. This is his best chance to win a Masters that he's had, and he's had chances. But he's run into a lot of top guys. The draw is wide open. It's Sinner to serve for the match against Gael Monfils. 15 years the older of Sinner at 5-3. Sinner 4 points away. Jannik serve down the line, misses. Second serve. Second serve. Sinner kicks him to the backhand of Gael, forehand. Ooh, just catches the line on the baseline. Backhand. In the net. Jannik, the Gael shots just aren't hitting as much. Gael shots just aren't hitting as much. Wow, it continues. Breathe. Reminder to self. How do you think I feel? I'm up here. I'm hiding it all, but inside, you know. You know what I mean? We're at 15 love for Jannik. It's fun, though. It's fun. 15 love. It's fun if it wasn't absolutely nerve-wracking. It's 2 hours and 20 minutes in. Nerve-wracking for both, too. 15 love. Sinner serve down the line is wide. Another serve coming here for Jannik. To book a spot in the Masters semifinal in Toronto. Jannik, big forehand cross score from Jannik. That's a Jannik Sinner forehand. Listen, Monfils, it feels like he's kind of lost the shots a little bit. He's looking a little bit more heavy on the legs. I mean, he still looks fine, but I don't know. He was hitting winners all over the court in the second set. It's really dropped off. But is your stomach quivering, Anthony? Sinner trying to get to a semifinal. The Australian Open and a cultural trip to Australia is on my bucket list. Yeah, it'd be good. Sinner trying to play against Paul, Australian Open semifinalist in the semis. Serve into the net. Serve into the net. Can Sinner finish this off? You just never know with Monfils. You really don't. Monfils backhand to the backhand of Sinner. Backhand of Monfils into the backhand of Jannik. Forehand Monfils. Way up high. Just misses the baseline. It's been a high-level match between both guys. And it's Jannik Sinner who gets the 3 match points. Jannik Sinner who gets the 3 match points. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. Don't forget to like the video. We're here for this match point. Jannik Sinner to book a spot in a semifinal against Tommy Paul, who did Sinner a huge favor in beating his great rival, Carlos Alcaraz, earlier today. 40 love for Sinner to serving for this match. Serve from Jannik. Out wide, just misses from being an ace. Second serve. Second serve kick to the backhand of Monfils. Backhand of Jannik to the backhand of Monfils. Forehand Jannik to the forehand. Monfils, that's huge down the line, and Sinner can't get to it. 40-15. Never count Monfils out. Like, I don't care what happens in this match. Never count him out. After Nishikori in Canada 6 years ago, after Baez earlier this year, you just can't count this guy out. That's Italian trying to get it done against the Frenchman. Both guys want their first Masters bad, but it's Sinner with the 2 match points. But so good to have Gael back at his best level. It's Jannik serving at 40-15. Serve from Jannik. Back in return, forehand Jannik to forehand to Monfils. Forehand volley. Monfils is there. Oh, what a pass. No, he just missed the pass. A poetic way to win. As Monfils just hits the shot, just misses what would have been a great shot. Sinner gets it done 6-4, 4-6, 6-3. Hard in your mouth kind of match. It's so good to have Gael back, playing at his highest level. Monfils is always just incredible. But it's Jannik Sinner who gets to the semis. Jannik Sinner who gets to the semifinals. It's his best chance for a Masters title. This is his 5th semifinal, 4th Masters semi of this year after he reached 3 straight, Indian Wells, Miami, and Monte Carlo. And it's a great chance for Sinner. Thank you guys for watching. It's been Anthony Hirsch here on the commentary. Tennis commentary booth with Anthony Hirsch is the name of my channel if you want to check it out. Don't forget to like the video as well. And don't forget to sub as well. If we could get to 45 likes, that would be crazy. This was a huge stream. Just was like the other Monfils versus Bias. Monfils always brings in the views. So does Sinner. They're both great players. And it's Jannik Sinner in the semifinals of Toronto. Let's go. 2 hours and 24 minutes. High-level match. Not really what I was expecting. Hard hitting from both guys. A lot of baseline rallies. And it's Jannik Sinner who did just a little bit the better. Monfils with a lot of winners towards the as we got more through that second set. But wow, great shot for great match for Sinner. And listen, Sinner, the only guys in his way of a Masters title: Alejandro Davidovich Fokina, Tommy Paul, Alex de Minaur. End of list. End of list. End of list. Congratulations, Jannik. Let's go, Sinner. Sinner deserves it. Sinner deserves it. Jannik is having the time of his life in this match. Dirty Dancing. Bringing it all right back. Bringing it all full circle, Max. Congrats, Sinner. Well done, Monfils. Thanks, Anthony. So good to have Gael back. So good to have Gael back. Thank you, Anthony. I appreciate it. Saturn. Thanks, Anthony. Thanks, Anthony. I hope you're back too. Hope you come back too. Love Monfils, but Sinner is my guy. I couldn't say better. Tears in eyes, yeah. Fed used to be my favorite. Now it's Jannik. Monfils was one of my favorites too back in the day, and he continues to be. But and it's so good to have him back. I mean, claps for Gael Monfils. Can we just clap up for Gael Monfils? It's good to have the guy back, still playing. I thought he was on his way out. Maybe I thought Paris Masters this year could be his retirement. I was thinking like, he might be done. Gael Monfils is never done. So shout out him making quarters, pushing Sinner to 3 sets, who very well might win this whole tournament. It has that feeling about it. But we'll see what happens. See you sometime tomorrow. Yeah, Matt, probably be in the evening, but I'm tied up in the afternoon. Hopefully Brockton will win this in straights. Good night, Anthony. I'll try to catch a little bit of that too. It's past midnight. Are you streaming later, Anthony? No, it is past midnight. I will not be doing the Rebach. Maybe I'll do the Paul Sinner tomorrow. I'll see. I'm very tired at the moment, but I also played tennis in the heat earlier today. I do love playing tennis too, and I play tennis. It's been a long day for me among some other stuff too. Yeah, anyway, I appreciate you all joining in. Have a good night, y'all. Take care of yourselves. Drink water. Do all y'all need to do. If it was a late night for you, I appreciate y'all joining in. And yeah, I'll see y'all for the later stages of Canada. We'll be here for the rest of Canada. We'll be here for the rest of Cincinnati as well. And we'll be here for the U.S. Open as well. Kazakina up 5-4 serving for the set. Wow, that's interesting. For real, Lexi. So this weekend could be it. 2 more matches till we know. Let's go, Jannik. Let's go, Jannik. Let's go, Jannik. I hope to, how do you call it? I'll say this. I'll say this before I end the stream. It's a ridiculous comment for a commentator that should be unbiased. But I'll say this before I end the stream. I hope to represent the Jannik Sinner fan base that's gone through a lot of trauma over the last couple of years and gone through a lot of tight losses against top players. Jannik Sinner, a very skilled player, nice personality, and just a big hitter. I hope to represent the Sinner fan base. I'm hoping he finally gets something done for once in his career. I hope to represent the Jannik Sinner fan base. In these couple matches, I hope to do the final if I'll probably will, or that might be earlier in the day. I'm not sure, but anyway, I'm a big Jannik fan. And it would just be so good to see him get something. But anyway, it was Sinner getting it done 6-4, 4-6, 6-3. Shout out to Gael. I hope Gael has more runs deep in Masters. I hope he gets some more finals and titles. I hope to see him around a while. I really do. Ciao, Anthony. See you later. Right, so shout out Gael, but it's Jannik. It's Jannik, 6-4, 4-6, 6-3, 2 hours and 24 minutes. I just realized I didn't tell many stories from my Atlanta Open trip. I'll do more matches in Canada and in Cincinnati. I'll tell more stories for those streams. I'm too tired. It's past midnight. But I'll say some stories because it's really crazy and fun. Yeah, Anthony, I was about to lead, and I heard your fan mode spiel. I had to do it out here before we finish up. You know, Sinner winning a big match. Felt like it was appropriate. Probably completely inappropriate, to be honest. But yeah, shout out Gael. He's a hell of a player, but shout out Sinner, who gets the win 6-4, 4-6, 6-3 in 2 hours and 24 minutes. And it was a high level match. Sinner with his best. I thought Monte Carlo was a good chance for Sinner to win. He's got a great chance in Canada, and let's see if he can do it. It's been, I can't wait to hear your stories, Anthony. Yeah, come back for more. I'll tell some Atlanta, but I really have a few really good ones. So I'll tell some stories for that. I'll try to do Paul Center tomorrow, and I'll try to do more for the tournament. I'll be back for a lot more matches. Cincinnati, U.S. Open, which should be a ton of fun. Yeah, it's been Anthony Hershey on the commentary. Don't forget to like and sub. We'll be here for more matches, and it is Jannik Sinner getting it done against Gael Monfils. Good to have Monfils back, but it just feels like Jannik Sinner has been knocking at the door. Alcaraz lost earlier today. Is this Sinner's chance? I'll see you guys at the next one.